Hoorah.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to tonight's spontaneous stream. Normally, I don't stream on Fridays. Normally, that's Will's job, but, well, I got Andrew Cook here to go over with me some of the cards from Compendium of Wraith. If you've been living under a rock, well, they released a lot of these spoilers for the upcoming set, the commons and rares in particular. However, there are a lot of Majestics as well that have been revealed. If you go to Fabry and you click on this link right here, this will take you to this spreadsheet. And this spreadsheet, sorry for those of you who are like watching in dark mode. Let me, okay, there we go. This is better. Basically, it breaks down the whole set. Color coded, so we got, this reddish is Majestics, blue is rares, and white is commons. Basically, the way it's set up is each class is getting a Majestic equipment, and then a bunch of rare equipment, a couple of Majestic cards that go in the deck, a rare, and then several commons that come in different colors. It appears that most of the rares this time around do not come in rainbow, which is an interesting design choice. And it appears to be that there's no fable in the main set.
Now, I think we already knew that from the product breakdown, but it is good to get that confirmed.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, this is actually a very, very chunky set. There's 348 cards. The only cards that are like kind of taking up double or triple the amount that they should are the commons. So in terms of like unique cards, this is actually a very, very, very large set, as we can see. So let's take a look back here. And we're basically going to be referencing this page, but we're also going to be, I turned on the placeholders here so we can kind of speculate a little bit maybe. So yeah, let's get going here. Andrew, how I kind of want to do this is we need to determine, now before we got on, I was like, we need to determine something, Andrew. We need to determine whether this card is a Morlock Hill or what's a good card here? Hold the Line or something, or Warmongers. Now the last
Morlock or Warmogs.
Yeah, Morlock or Warmogs is actually a good way to think about it. Basically, there were some very, very, very good cards printed in Dust Till Dawn, and there were some very, very bad cards printed in Dust Till Dawn, and there's a very, very clear divide. Let me show you one of my least favorite cards in the whole game, Andrew. Oh boy! And no, it's not one of these Prism cards. I think Prism's cool.
I would leave the call. I would just leave the call.
All right, not the red, the blue, glaring impact blue. All right, we don't want any of these cards tonight. Okay, we really don't. All right, so
yes, overpower on the 2 base. Love it.
That's and it costs 1. All right, so we're going to give our first impressions, whether it is Morlock Hill or what was the other one? Hold the Line or
now,
Warmongers.
We might have to,
yeah.
We might kind of have to hedge things a little bit because obviously this Compendium of Wraith has been marketed as kind of the premiere of the Silver Age format. So a lot of these cards may very clearly not be fit for Classic Constructed. Probably the very first card we see here on the list is going to be like that, but may see play and be very good in Silver Age. You're not talking about that one. That's Majestic. But I mean, the first rare.
Yeah, the set here.
Yeah.
Okay,
so whenever we get to a card,
Yeah. All right, so we'll just start off with the Brutes, and the Brute class will actually give us a nice outline for looking at all the other classes because they follow the equipment at Majestic, a cycle. Is it called a cycle, or is it like a set bonus, or like a thematic bonus of 4 equipment?
I don't even know if these qualify, but sure, we'll call it a set.
Yeah, and then 2 Majestics, a rare, and then 2 commons that come in different colors. So let's take a look here. Now, obviously, Andrew, I don't think you or I play Brute, but we're going to try our best here to give some gut feelings on this. All right, so Savage Claw, 3 power, Brute weapon, claw one-handed. As an action for 2, you can tap it, which is interesting, and attack. So this is how they save ink at the LSS printing machine. Instead of saying once per turn action, they just have this now. It's very brilliant. Sure. If a card with 6 or more power was pitched to attack this attack gets +1. Mandible Claws, this is not. However, I don't. No. Is this tied to? Is this the signature weapon of the?
This, I believe, this is going to be Reviled KO's signature weapon.
Okay.
So, with that said, this thing is disappointing on so many levels. Because the first thing that you think, like, oh, if it's Reviled KO, then maybe you're supposed to use his hero power with it. No, you can't do that. You can't either target the claw itself, and you also can't target the thing in your pitch zone to, like, force it to be a 6 down there.
Right.
If you could do that, and, like, this was, like, always a 2 for 7, like a 2-card 7 off of the weapon without any cards, that'd be kind of cool. You can't do that. And what's worse is, since this doesn't have Go Again, you need to, like, attack with something else first.
With Go Again.
Well, yeah, with Go Again. Well, the thing is, this doesn't say if there is a card with 6 or more power in your pitch. It's if a card with 6 or more power was pitched to attack with this. So if you go, like, Wild Ride into Tunic this, you don't get the buff on it.
Yep. And there's not a lot of... Well, I guess at yellow, there's a decent amount of Brute cards that come in at 6+ power, but does RKO want to run them? Maybe not.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
When claws are gone, this might just be the next best option for RKO. Just because he doesn't use any of the other weapons particularly well either.
Well, so, the 2-handed weapons are off limits.
Yeah, thinking like the one-handed ones from like heavy hitters. Like this will be what he runs currently.
Ball breaker and the other one.
He's going to want to attack with it as little as possible, I think.
Fair. All right, so closer to Morlock Kill than Warmongers. Okay.
I think so.
Okay, let's create a scale, Andrew. So we'll say 5 is Warmongers, 1 is Morlock Kill. This is like a 2.
Yeah, 2. Like it'll see play in him, but you won't be happy about it. So I want to put it a little higher because it will see play, but no.
Okay,
I'll call it 2.
As the Majestic slot, if I was a Brute player, I'd be slightly disappointed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now we got the set bonus for Brutes here. Now, I don't know about you, Andrew, but I have not looked at a lot of these cards. So this is literally like the first time I'm reading a lot of these. So for those of you at home, this is really, I don't know about you, Andrew, but this is my first time looking at it, gut feeling, and everything like that. Except the warrior cards, of course. I read the warrior cards.
I have a separate February tab up especially for equipment, to pull up all the other options that heroes could be running, so I can really get an idea of what the opportunity cost here is.
See, guys, Andrew is the prepared one, the one that actually does his homework. I'm the one that just shows up to class and does it like in 5 minutes before the teacher collects the homework. All right, so Temper 1, very odd combination. That means there must be something that like bumps it. So when this defends, draw a card, then discard a random card. If it's 6 power or more, it gets +1. Okay.
So you jump through a hoop and you get Temper 2. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Is this better than... I mean, doesn't KO literally have a spec that from heavy hitters that is Temper 2? Like,
okay. Yeah, so obviously we're ignoring CC because we have Fleshback there. We never run this.
Yes, of course.
For Silver Age, none of the KOs will ever run it because they have Knucklehead, which is just Temper 2, no downside. If you want to get crazy with it, you can roll a die and maybe get some intellect. But
this one here.
It's Temper 2, no downside.
Yep.
Wow. As well,
the downside, Andrew, is that they're tempted to use the action.
Sure.
Just like remember
The
how I
downside is
said
if you're weak.
the
Okay.
Achilles accelerator is not strictly better null rune boots because there's a temptation to blow it up and lose your arcane barrier. So,
Sure, sure,
anyways,
sure.
yeah, fair.
So yeah, so none of the KOs would ever run this new
Yep.
hat.
Yeah.
In addition, I don't think that if we're talking about like the other brutes, Tough Nut would ever run it because he has the revered hat and enough of his stuff triggers on being cheered defensively that I think he would want that anyway.
Yep. Okay.
That said, Rhinar or Leviah I could see running this if they
Sure.
just wanted the biggest chunk of armor they could get a hold of. So yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
I'm actually in for it.
Yeah. 4.5 for the relevant heroes, I guess. Okay.
Sure. In Sage.
Yeah, in Sage. Guardwell 2. Cool.
This one slaps.
Instant destroy this, gain a resource. Okay, that instant speed is pretty good. Activate this. Oh, there's a downside. Only if you control a card with 6 or more power. So this is talking about the combat
What
chain.
a downside.
Yeah, what a downside. So a lot of you remember back in Heavy Hitters, Andrew, they did not give brutes vigor tokens. That's because
I remember
their class would be very, very, very good with vigor tokens. We all saw what Savage Dash does, and obviously this card is going to be really, really good. Yeah, seems to be a great piece of equipment.
No, this is I think an automatic staple in Silver Age for brutes.
It's probably better than Barkbone.
Yeah.
The one that you have to roll a dice. Probably better than that one.
Just the guaranteed resource and the extra block. I think you take it over over Barkbone pretty much any day of the week.
Okay, so probably a 5. All right.
Yeah. In Sage.
Good. Skara strapping. I don't know. If you pitched a card with
Skara, I'm gonna call it Skira just for fun though.
Skira. If you pitched a card with 6 or more power, okay, that happens a decent amount of time. This gets Spell Void 3. Huh. Well, I don't know if Kano's going to be an issue in Sage because he doesn't have access to like Aether Wildfire or any. I mean, he has Aether
It's a
Flare
format. Like he's always going to be a threat.
Sure. So I mean, Spell Void 3. I mean, how often are non-wizards throwing 3 arcane damage at you? Like Inspired Lightning from the Runeblades?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's only wizards, but I think there will be enough wizards floating around in Sage. Like I think this deserves a sideboard slot. Like unless you really can't fit it somehow.
It also is a 0 power. I don't know if that matters for like. I guess technically for T-Bone, I don't know why you would ever run this against them, but
yeah.
Technically, having a defense value is that better or worse, Andrew, than having a Pearl?
Because it kind of depends on the scenario. Honestly, I think we'll see this. We'll talk about this a little bit more later, but I think for the most part, it's better.
Right.
Okay. Because there are just enough random little like you have to block with equipment things out there. But we'll kind of see. Now, importantly about this, unlike some other like conditional spell void cards we see out there, this immediately turns out the moment you pitch, so there is no response window that a wizard can get in under before you get your spell void on if you are pitching it as part of your first action of the turn.
Now, if you're going like barraging beatdown, then they can respond to that, and often the wizard will respond if you do that to them. So, okay, seems like another 5.
Like a 4. Again,
it's worth the sideboard slot? Maybe.
Maybe call it a 4. Again, we don't know if we're going to need it or not, but it does something nothing else can do, and it's pretty good at it.
Okay, sure.
Spell Void 3 is just very powerful, actually.
Okay. Wow, this seems like a great effect, don't you think, Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about how wizards, only wizards, but you want to have AB1 against some things, right? So surely, okay. I don't want to speculate about the cards like this. Just the functional reprints of Null Rune equipment. I don't want to speculate on why they're doing it. I don't really care for it, so whatever.
I'm just going to throw some dart at the wall here. One of the Majestics involves the keyword universal and somehow affects your equipment. That's going to be my guess. I don't know how they would do it, but
that. If this was unique, I maybe would buy that, but it isn't.
Yeah, fair. All right, so green null rune boots. We can't even give this a score. Okay. This is not a.
If you want thematic boots, fine.
Sure, yeah, 5 or 1, depending on what type of player you are. Sure. All right. Okay. Pen 006007. I know one of these cards belongs to Eugene. The other one, I'm not entirely sure. We can do a little bit of speculation, though, because we have this page here. So LSS likes to kind of release their cards in a particular order. When they give a offer for a promo card, they will tell you the exact day and sometimes like the exact time window to release it. And well, as you can see, we've already done, several of these. But now we're on chapter 1. So chapter 1 is about the wilderness. So, okay, here. This is, these two guys clearly have the brute Majestics, all right? And yeah.
One would assume.
One would assume. And then chapter 2, this is where... Okay, so they put my name here instead of the card guys. Hey, I know that guy. But yeah, the card guys have a spoiler on chapter 2, obviously.
There's an irony to this situation that I don't think I can talk about.
Yeah, fair. Chapter 3.
I wonder if you've noticed.
And then chapter 4. So it seems like so chapter 1. This is going to be the 31st. This will be February 1st, February 2nd, February 3rd. And so when that's all... Oh, they have February 4th. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, they're spread out this time around because there's a lot to go through.
Huh. And then February 4th takes us to like near the world premiere, which will be on the Friday, or 1 week from today. So, okay, so we can speculate that these two guys have the Majestics here. All right.
Majestics, yeah.
All right. We got the rare for brutes ripped off the top. Yeah.
As one person in chat mentioned, if we keep taking this long for all of them, we're going to be here forever. So we probably do need to...
Fair. Yeah, okay.
Speed up a bit.
All right. Okay, chat. We'll speed it up here, and we will basically... You know what? We'll just give a number, and if we disagree, then we'll talk about it, I guess. All right, rip off the top. 1 cost, brute action, blocks for 2, draw a card, pitch a random card from your hand. That's a unique effect. If this has 6 or more power, your next attack this turn gets +3. Sure, you can intimidate with Reinar. I don't know if the other brutes would play this.
You can't. You're pitching it, not discarding it.
Yeah, that's... Oh, you're right. Okay. I'm too dumb to understand this card. I'm going to give it a 2.
Sure. I would give it a 2 as well, because I don't think brute wants this effect, but it's kind of almost belittle in a way.
Sure, yeah.
But I don't think brute wants belittle.
This
so
costs 1 and a card to pitch.
You're drawing a card, so maybe you can replace them with one. It's like in a world where you draw and then pitch a blue 6, it is basically exactly belittle.
Wait, Andrew, this is a 2 block. That means this has to be a pretty good card. Okay, we're gonna give it a 3.
Yeah, I just don't think brute will.
We'll give it a 3.
Okay.
All right, aggressive pounce. 2 power, 6 power, 2 cost, 3 block. Okay, that's fairly statted. It's the CNC stat line. If you've intimidated an opponent, this gets go again.
Yeah.
Sure, Reinhard loves some go again, I guess. The other brutes don't really use the intimidate mechanic that much. Sure, a 4.
I believe it. I'd ask Eugene to be sure, but it makes sense to me.
All right. Bear hug. This is the what is the classic 2 cost 7 power that doesn't exist, right? This stat line doesn't exist
No, it doesn't.
outside of, okay, so
I think, yeah,
I literally don't think that
they've
exists.
always been
Yeah, okay.
conditional.
Play this only if you pitched a card with 6 or more power this turn. My gut says this is not that playable because there's not that many 6 power cards.
I mean, I think it makes sense in KO, like
Ye-
at least in Silver Age,
Yeah,
because your blues are all 6s.
that's true.
So you go,
Yeah.
Wild Ride Claw into this, and that's pretty good.
Is that Tough Nut in the picture? I don't know. It looks like
Yes,
it.
yeah, because
Okay.
this is more. This is also kind of
Yeah.
designed to be a tough nut card because you like activate its hero power, pitch the top card of your deck, and
Uh-huh.
then
And
if that's a 6, because you're playing like a bunch of yellow 6s in the deck, you can send this as basically a one card 7 and a 3 intellect hero. So that's your 2 card 7 plus your
okay,
cheered toughness token.
3.5.
So yeah, sure.
Sure. Okay. All right. Then we are moving on to the Guardians. So Pen 15 is the Guardian Majestic equipment. Could be a weapon, could be a shield, could be, one of the other equipment slots. All right.
Holding out for Betsy's
Null Rune
weapon.
Hood. Oh god. Magmatic Carapace. Okay. Whenever you play an aura, you may tap this and pay 1. If you do, create a Seismic Surge token. Ed, is this any good? I don't know.
So on the face of it, just being Guardwell 2 is, I think, good
Yeah.
enough as is. I don't think there's much you would run over this. And if you're occasionally making surges, or like if you're playing Valda, for example, and you really want to have surges, I don't know how many auras Sage Valda would play, but like I think this is fine.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of
actually,
2-cost auras that Bravo had from WTR as well. Maybe you pitch a blue, then you actually get to do something with it. It's tectonic plating at home. 4.
Yeah.
The stat line carries most of it, but maybe you use this too.
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay,
like,
this is
the only other competition is like Civic Duty
Sure.
for just high block equipment.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is the same thing as the Brute one. Sure. I think
It kind of is.
Oh wait,
So
sorry.
the issue is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you have to take an action to do it, so
you're
wizards
right.
can get in over it.
You're right. Is creating a Seismic Surge that easy? Because like almost every time you make a Seismic Surge, that uses a stack. So this is way less good than the Brute one. Okay, like a 2.
Yeah.
All right. I can't wait to look back at this VOD, Andrew, in like 3 weeks and figure out how wrong we were. But that's half the fun of this, right? Okay. Basalt Boots. If you control a Seismic Surge token, this gets +1. Okay, so you do your class thing, you get Temper 2 in Silver Age. Sure.
Well, also, this is just Valda's best boots in CC, period. So, like, I'm on a 4 or 5 for this.
Yeah, you're correct. And you don't want to be running civic steps if you can avoid it. Okay, cool. Yeah, seems good. 4 or 5, something like that. Okay.
As a rule.
We have the 2 Guardian Majestics. Then we have this card. When this defends, okay, this is a block card. And look at that. It's a yellow Guardian block that doesn't have 4 in the corner. Okay, interesting. You may pay up to 1, 2, or 3. Create that many Seismic Surge tokens. Sure. I mean, there's a lot of cards that care about whether you have Seismic Surges. Sure. Yeah. Probably play them.
I don't know if Valda has room for this, but she very well might. Like, I think it's certainly a reasonable one for her. So I'd give it a 3.
Yeah. It looks like they're just building out Mastery Pack Guardian Part 2, I guess, for Guardians.
Yeah. It's nice, that it's you're paying resources into it that immediately get refunded to you. So it's most useful when you had no surges going in. So you pay the full 3, which is a card, and then you get the 3 back, and then also get Dominate. If you had a couple already, it's like not as useful. But if you're doing something with like, I don't know, Rampart of the Ram's Head, then sure, make full use of
that makes sense. Distant Rumblings, 0 cost Guardian or action, blocks 3, does not have go again, so this must be decent. Or really shit, we'll find out. When it enters, draw a card, then put a card from your hand 5th from the top. Okay, so you know what you're going to either draw or clash into or reveal. At the start of your turn, destroy this and create 3 Seismic Surge tokens. So you're getting Seismic Surge tokens for 2 turns later. And this doesn't have go again.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Seismic Surge tokens pop at the beginning of your action phase.
Oh!
So this makes them and then they immediately pop, right?
Yeah, you're right. Start of turn, start of action phase are different. Yeah, because there was a window. Same with the Embodiment of Earth and Lightning. Embodiment of Earth, sorry. And Seismic Surge, yep. Okay.
Yeah, unless you have a way to draw an extra card and like dig back to it, this is not you getting you like setting up surges for the thing you're putting back into the deck. Like you're using them next turn or losing them.
Right. Filtering your hand, I guess, is not awful. Warriors ran Stroke of Foresight, so I always was like moderately happy to play Stroke of Foresight before a lot of the other better things came out, but sure. Yeah. I don't know how relevant
this feels like a 2 to me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This we'll keep it at a 2 for now. Rites of Earth lore. All right. So this is the Earth Guardian cosplayer. When this enters, so this is 0 cost Guardian or action blocks for 3. Create a Seismic Surge. Okay. At the start of your next turn, destroy this, and then your next Guardian attack action card gets +3. So you're gonna need a 4 cost or a 7 cost in your arsenal to really take advantage of this, I think.
Like you have a random amount of other Seismic Surges that happen to total up. Well, it's like it's a kind of a 0 for 4 block 3, but it also feels kind of clunky. And the fact that
it doesn't have go again.
to saying it's one of the attack action card, it doesn't have go again, and it doesn't work on your weapon buff.
Like
in pinch, also kind of hurts this.
Yeah. That's partly why Tear Sunder is a good card.
I don't know.
It applies to the weapon or the attack action card. Okay. 2. Sure. All right. Then we have the Ninja Majestic equipment. And then we have their set. This card makes me angry, Andrew.
No?
Because it's Arcane Barrier with upside. Why do some classes get Arcane Barrier with upside and others don't? Anyways, AB1 Spell Void X, where X is the number of chain links you control. So in almost every ninja, this is going to be AB1 Spell Void 1 at minimum. Unless you're
again, should be noted that because wizards can play it at instant speed, they can get in with their stuff before your attack resolves. However, if they're doing that, you presumably have a full hand and to actually pay into AB. Now, if there's a total amount you need to prevent in a single instance, it's still good for them. But this is a very good hat. I think this is ninja staple Arcane Barrier.
And as much as I am complaining that some classes get AB1 Spell Void X stapled onto their equipment, this is actually a very beautifully designed card, I think, because it kind of ramps up the pressure as your chain links get deeper. It's like, okay, what's their finisher? Do I have to actually block, or can I, take everything, drop to a low amount, and then send back stuff? So, cool design. Probably very playable in the Arcane Barrier relevant matchups.
Yeah.
Spell Void X also, there's a lot of annoying shit that Runeblades can do. They can ping you on your own turn. So, yeah, sure. Seems decent. 4.5, something like that.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Double Cross Strap. So let me guess before I read this. This is the more balanced version of Heart and Cross Strap, because that was banned. AB1, destroy this, gain a resource, activate this only if you've hit 2 or more times this combat chain. Sure. I mean, if you really want to save a slot, you can run this instead of well, I guess this is just this is better than Old Knocker in some situations.
Obviously, if your opponent's blocking you out and you're not getting the hits, and you needed the resource, it kind of hurts. But as an AB piece, especially, you take this all day.
Yeah.
And in CC now, with this and the mask together, Ninja just has a really good suite of AB3.
Yep.
Like, it's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't
Plus
think it's as good as the mask,
the
but it's
tide
at least like a
flippers.
3.
Yeah. 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 Sure. Yeah. 3 sounds fine. Dyed silk sleeves. Attack reactions. Oh, I like attack reactions. Pay 1, tap this, destroy a dagger you control that is not on the active chain link. Target ninja attack action card on the active chain link gets +1 when the chain link resolves. If the attack didn't hit, destroy this. Okay, so this is a very complicated breaking scales.
It is. It's also kind of flick knives.
Yeah.
So, like, Sage,
yeah,
Syndra could try it out.
Yeah, it opens
But
up
then you have to pitch for it. So, like, are we doing dagger stuff? Like, blue Syndra in Sage? Like, there's a world.
Sure.
But for the most part, for other heroes, you probably would prefer to have breaking scales, I would imagine.
Yep. I might just be too dumb to understand this. I'll just give this a 2. All right, 2 steps forward. Battle Worn 1. Create an agility token. Hey, stop encroaching on the warriors and brutes thing.
Yeah.
Activate only if you hit 2 or more times this combat chain. Why do ninjas need agility tokens?
That's the thing. I don't think they do, so I don't like this.
Yeah. Unless you start with a sensor or erase face is a majestic
the ones who could use it the most are the draconic ninjas because they're the most pressed up for starters sometimes.
Yep. Sure.
But otherwise, I think you can do better than these.
Sure. Okay, we'll give this a 2.
And again, it's an agility, so you don't get it right away. You have to wait until your next turn, and you don't know if you need it yet or not.
Sure.
As a ninja.
One thing to note, maybe there are some combo shortcuts. I don't know if there's any combos from Katsu that don't involve Majestics though. So I don't know. 2 for now. 2 for now. All right, we got the Majestics here for the ninja class. Then we have Feign Vengeance. Okay, so of note, this has Vengeance in the name. So there are some Ira cards that care about that. 0 power. Okay, Rouse the Ancients, I see you. 3 block, okay. When this chain link resolves, if there is a card defending this, draw a card. What? What?
Yeah.
Does Ninja have Provoke and I just don't know it? Oh, this is the Mask of Momentum? No. Because this is 0.
Well, it's a 0 hit, so
yeah. I don't
it's
get
it. In Ira, you can play it as your second link and give it +1, and so you can be kind of annoying there, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. This would be something I need to actually look further into. I don't see it right now.
Sure. It's got Ira in the art though, and it's a 0 cost block 3 blue. I don't know.
But
it's probably somewhat 2, because I don't understand the card. You know what, Andrew? So far, we haven't given anything a 1.
No, the 2 steps forward was a 1.
This one?
The boots there.
Okay,
I'd call those a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd call those a 1.
Sure. Become the Bottle. Okay. When this attacks, choose a card on the combat chain. This gets the chosen card's name, and it's a head jab stats. Head jab with upside. There's a lot of cards that care about what was before them. However, it has to be already on the combat chain, which is weird. So I guess 100 wins? It's the first thing that comes to mind here.
Yeah, you could work some 100 win stuff in there, I guess.
Wins of Eternity.
There's little things here and there that might total up to being worth it. For example, you could copy a Crouching Tiger if you had needed multiple things to ping off of those.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the other combo stuff that cares about that, it's a chain of this name into this name, so you're not gonna need to double up on a name too frequently.
Right.
Yeah. So this one's hard for me to see making the cut.
Yeah, we'll give it a 2. Become the Cup. All right, become the bottle, become the cup. I see you. This is the metric by which all Asians are judged on their chopstick skills. offhand, can you grab a cup out of the air with your chopsticks? 0 cost, so it's got the head jab stat line. As you play this, choose a color. This gets the chosen color. Okay, Zen cares about colors a little bit. I don't think.
I mean, this is Zen's best starter, right?
Yeah, yeah. This allows you to play this as a blue, but it's actually a red, and then you can transcend off of it. Cool.
So Zen's real and Sage. He probably plays this.
Yep.
Give it a 3.
Yep. The other ninja's probably not. I'm going to give it a 4 because I feel like this is like really good in Zen. All right.
Well, the thing is, I don't know that Zen has the support to really make it, because I've been looking through the combo stuff. It's just not quite there. It doesn't feel like. Maybe maybe something will change that, but it's hard for me to piece together right now.
All right, Pen 043. The card guys can neither confirm or deny whether we know what this card is. The Helm of Unity, Plating of Unity, Gauntlets of Unity, Pillar of Unity. This is all like well, Andrew, you know, the good thing is that it looks like I get to use my gold foil null rune for the next 2 years at least, because James White is keeping his promise and letting warriors be weak to arcane damage, because there's no AB spell void in sight here. All these are basically the same. Obviously, the slot that they take up does matter quite a bit. For example, in Dorinthia, you are not going to be running this. You're going to be running bolters. But yeah, like,
a lot of armor.
It's a ton of armor, and the funny thing is that you can like jam 8 plus a card, and that one card turns all 4 pieces on. Temper 2? I don't think you can argue with Temper 2 in Sage. So these all seem good. These are better than the Blade Beckoner, probably. So
probably,
sure. Yeah. These are probably.
There might be warriors that like don't have blocking as much of their game plan. Like, I don't know how Fang plays in Sage, but he probably still wants block at least sometimes a little.
Yeah.
So yeah, these seem really good in Sage, actually.
The Unity mechanic traditionally in Warrior has been quite weak, because you never, like, sure, you block with your Chorus of Iron Song and a card, you get a bonus. If you're somehow playing Bastion of Unity, sure. But like in Sage, lower power level, more likely you have a dead card, or yeah. Seems fine. Pen 048049. Again, the card guys can either confirm or deny whether we know what these cards are. All right, Rend Flesh. Okay, so it's got a good stat line already. It costs 0, it's a blue, and it's a block 3. And it has go again. All right, what is this effect? Sure. Until end of turn, whenever a sword, all right, so some siloing here, not weapon, sword, you control hits a hero. Okay, not ally, not any other thing. You may remove a +1 counter from it. If you do, they lose 2 life. Huh. There's currently not that many +1 counters running around in the format. It's Dorinthia, it's Glistening Steelblade, which is Dorinthia, Ironsong Pride, and Sharpen. So I don't think there's going to be that many +1 counters roaming around. This is not a reaction. If this was a reaction, this would be much better. Why is this an action?
Yeah, just got you for 2, but yeah, I don't see it. Maybe you see it. You're the warrior player, but I don't see it.
I'm not seeing it. I'm trying to think like I don't see this making the cut in CC for any of the warriors. Maybe Hala, but we don't know enough about her.
Yeah, like that's all I could imagine. She's losing the counters anyway, so like getting an extra 2 if they don't block, maybe? Ugh.
I struggle to see how this... Oh, boy.
Like, if you can attack with a weapon twice that has multiple counters on it, this is kind of like if you can hit twice, you remove 2 counters, come forth. But even then, you actually lost the damage from the counter not being there for the second swing, so it's 3 and like...
Dude, okay.
I don't know.
You're a
Seems
Prism player.
so
I'm a Bolted
conditional.
player. Do you remember Monarch?
Yeah.
There was a card that your class could use very well. Well, my class could not. It's a light card. Monarch.
I did some Monarch limited. This was ooh.
It's an instant. Came in all the colors.
Was this like Blinding Beam?
No. This is related to +1 counters, dude.
Good. Oh, Glisten.
Glisten,
right?
yeah, Glisten.
Right, yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey,
hold
look,
on.
I didn't play that much Monarch
Hold
limited,
on.
right?
Hold on. Yeah, you're forgiven, of course. But then, wait, Bolton doesn't have his Raiden. I don't need Saber, Bolton with maybe. I think you have to be smoking a lot to go Glisten, Renflesh, Bolton. Okay, sure.
I don't think so.
1.5. Maybe this is relevant in Hala,
I think that's
but
generous.
Yeah. Display of craftsmanship. Okay, this chick kind of looks like Dory, but also kind of looks like the chick in Dauntless. 2 cost. Attack reaction, okay. Blocks 3. Okay, so this is the route stat line, or the biting blade stat line. Target weapon attack gets +4. Okay, that's arguably above biting blade. Okay. If the weapon has been sharpened this turn, put a +1 counter on it. Okay. But there's no ways to sharpen other than this at the moment.
So clearly this is a setup for Hala, right? She is the sharpen hero.
Yeah.
That said, this seems kind of cool for her.
Yeah.
If she wants to be swinging twice, like we can see from that one card in her spoiler deck, you get +4, a counter, that's another +1, then you swing again, that's 2 for 6. Hello?
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah. I couldn't see any other warrior other than Hala using this. But for Hala, yeah, this seems like a good 4.5 at least. Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know enough. Yeah. It's very speculative,
but this is probably the bread and butter of the class. Like, this is the Iron Song response for Hala, probably.
Sure.
Comes in all the colors.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I mean, maybe she just runs like the blues, as like, Dory runs overpower blue. Just, if you need it, you have it. We'll take it. Cut and carve. 0 cost warrior action. 3 block. Okay, so this is the sharpen steel stat line. All right, let's see if this is better than sharpen steel. It says sharpen target sword you control. Okay, so not target weapon. If it says 1 or more +1 counters, its next attack gets dominate. If you don't care about the sharpen keyword, this is worse than Iron Song Determination. What? This one says 3 or more counters, 2 or more counters.
Yeah. So this confirms the whole counters go up in the colors, like we also saw from the holodeck card, which I can't remember the name of it right now.
Yeah.
There's a world I could see the blue maybe being playable to help close out games if it is easy for Hala to get up to like 3 counters on something to help close it out. But I don't see it otherwise.
Yeah. We just don't know enough about this card, but for every non-Hala warrior, Hala is a majestic, right? And she's an adult hero, so like,
yes.
If this is printed for warriors and Sage, I am confused. Like, why is this printed for Sage warriors? This feels like, couldn't have this
again? It's theoretically like a Dory finisher. If they get their low and you have some counters on your Dawnblade, that just seems so unnecessary, though.
No, I would rather have. No. Oh my god, this is somebody. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this a 1. Okay, so far this is a very poor showing from from the warrior
It's
class. I got
polarized.
display of craftsmanship. Okay, for Hala maybe, but like I'm not feeling red
The
flesh or
equipment
cut.
was good, so
Yeah,
it's
the
highs and
equipment.
lows.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Next up is mech, and of note, we
All
have
right.
all the mech cards. Look at this. No placeholders here. So,
All right.
Synapse Spark Cap Battle Worn 1. It's a base equipment. Okay. I've kind of forgotten about base equipment, but sure. Banish it, Eva
Well,
from
we're
your
going to be
hand.
seeing a lot of it.
Make a ponder.
Yeah, that's a
For
good base hat.
Yeah, it is a good base hat. Wow.
Takes your action, mind you, but
Yeah.
if you're tech low, you're gonna use his hero power and play that as an instant anyway. Maybe.
Yep. And a ponder token. I don't know if pondering is the best
And
thing in Teklo, but why not? Sure.
well, it's probably better than it used to be, considering as we'll see here, they're kind of pushing him towards a boost version, so his ponder's probably get a little better in that case.
This is probably a shoe in for. Wait, hold on. This is majestic. Huh.
It is. So it's not for Sage. This is his majestic equipment,
Yeah.
but it is also just a script as Battle Worn 1. It is a strict upgrade over what he was already running.
Yep. Great for Teklo. I guess this is a 5 for him.
Sure.
All right. We got a series of things called Embryo. So, like the
They're
Logitech
all
camera.
bases.
They are all bases. They all block 0. This one has AB, and it says if you would be dealt arcing damage, you may remove a steam counter from a hyperdriver to prevent 1 of it.
This is like if you're
Okay.
doing the max Evo stuff, with
Okay.
like the hyperdriver Evos. It's interesting.
So
I don't know
only
if it's good, but
1.
it's interesting.
You can't like blow all your hyperdriver counters, right?
One per instance, yes.
Okay. I don't know. This is like
Yeah,
very unfamiliar territory for me. But
I don't know that running the Evos, because also the other thing is, those, if I remember correctly, those Evos are all Majestics as well, so it doesn't work for Sage anyway. And if we are in talking constructed and max stuff, like I think he's got better things to be doing than that anyway.
sure.
So I don't think I'm in for it. I think it's nifty. There's something to toy around with, but I don't think it's probably very good.
Sure. All right, Guardwell, if you control a hyperdriver that gets +2. So Guardwell 2 if you fulfill a condition. That's pretty easy to do in some of the mechs.
Sure. And also, again, as a base, with Guardwell, that's actually a good combination of mechanics, Guardwell and base if you're throwing an Evo on it. Again, though, I don't see a world where you're not running, like, Foundry Heart. And I don't think you can do the Evo thing in Sage for max.
Sure. Temper 1, but if you tap this in a cog you control, it gets +1. So this might be for Puffin. Seems kind of cool.
Have to be.
Yeah.
Again, base Evo arms that she would even want to run in Sage. I can't think of it because in CC, absolutely we're on Tinker Rings, and this would never replace that.
Right. I have no idea about all these mech cards. They seem fine, but
I'm skeptical of pretty much all of them. Except for this one. This one actually might be usable.
Huh. Okay, so why is this usable? This blows up if you quell, and then you lose your base.
For Teklovasa, because it's not destroyed until the end of the turn, you can use this like pitching a blue to cover a bunch of breakpoints. Block 2 cards, and then pitch a blue to this, like cover some stuff up for like flick knives or stuff like that. And then use his ability as an instant to upgrade these, something on top of these, so you don't lose them, actually.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
So
being able to play the upgrade at instant speed. That's interesting. And also, it doesn't say like combat chain. It says end phase, which is actually very, very, very important.
So it
Okay.
might be meta dependent. It might be a sideboard
Sure.
thing because you're giving up just straight battle worn 1 otherwise. But there's actually some potential. I could give this like a 2.
Sure. Yeah, I can see it. All right. We have both of the Majestics. I believe these are like the playmats for the PQ season or something. That's why they were.
No, I think these are the actual promos.
Or promos from. Oh, okay. Like top 4
so.
promos or something. Okay. Ghost
Yeah, I think
Protocol.
it swaps when we're doing the Sage versus CC ones.
Architect. 0 cost, 1 power. Mech attack action blocks 3. If this was banished from boosting, you may play this from your banish zone. Okay, how often is Teklo boosting? I'm not sure.
Well, so that's what I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
They are pushing for Teklo to be a boost deck right now. So when we are reviewing these cards, let's assume he is one for the sake of argument. Because obviously, if you're not boost Teklo, you don't run this. I don't think.
Oh, we haven't fully read the card. Hold on. When this attacks, search your deck for an Evo with cost less than or equal to the number of Evos you have equipped. Banish it, then shuffle. Okay, so this is the tutor for the Evo piece you don't have at the moment. It gets it into banish so that you can play it.
Now, notably, it can never tutor the Steel Soul pieces because those are cost 4.
Right.
Less than or equal. There are things you can tutor that he would want. That are pretty easy for him to get access to with this.
Okay.
So actually, I said if he's not boosting, maybe he never runs this. I actually don't even know that that's true. I imagine it's true if you're not boosting, you don't run this. But
it might be decent either way.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. This whole Teklo thing, I think, is going to take some play testing. I don't know that I can properly evaluate it, but it seems like there's potential.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes he struggles to find the last piece, right? So, sure.
Yeah.
A tentative.
And if it weren't for some of the other spoilers later on, I would be way down on this.
All right, this is a tentative 4, I guess. All right, Ghost Protocol Mainframe. 0 cost blue. Mech attack action, attacks for 1, blocks 3. Okay, so that's decent stats. If this was banished from boosting, you may play it. Okay, same thing. This gets +1 for each Evo you have equipped. So this is a blue at the beginning of the game and a 5 power finisher at the end of the game. That you're also kind of like drawing the card as well. Potentially really strong. This is a.
I think
this doesn't even cost the card.
This is kind of sick.
This is a 0 card 5 damage. That's kind of broken.
Even in non-boost Teklo again, because it is a blue block 3 that can be a 0 for 5 later on. If you get if you go Singularity into Mecha Point, it would also have Go Again, so a 0 for 5 Go Again.
This might even make the
at that
cut
point
in Dio. Like, I know you don't play a lot of blues, but it's a 1 power that you just get for free. It could trigger a boom grenade. Even if you have no Evos at all.
That's reaching, I think.
Okay, fine.
I see where your head's at. Yeah. I don't think.
I don't know if they play enough blues, but maybe. Would we have played this in our Worlds list?
No. We would not.
No.
Partially because also we have a better one later. Like if we're just talking about blues for the Dio deck, we got a good one later.
Okay. So this seems good for Teklo. Stretching applications for other heroes seems like another 4.5, maybe even a 5. It seems like it does everything that Teklo wants it to do. So
yeah.
Okay. Why does Mech have so many rares? What is going on here? So
I guess
they broke
it's because they have to they have to cover 4 different heroes, each who want different things.
I mean, Warrior also has 4 different heroes that want different things. All right.
I know.
Okay. 0 cost.
Again, part of it's
boost 1 power 3 block. Okay, so this is 3 points lower than 0 to 60. This gets +1 for each Evo you have equipped. Okay, so 2 Evos, you're 0 to 50. 3 Evos, you're 0 to 60. 4 Evos, or 0 to 70. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
this
Again, if
synergizes the
Teklo's
whole
a thing,
boost
he runs
Teklo.
this.
Yeah. So far, we haven't even gotten that deep into the Mech card pool. This is already like miles ahead of the Warrior one. Oh my god. All right, this is another like 4.5 for Teklo. Speed Demon.
Sure.
Scrap. Oh my god, that's a keyword I haven't heard in a hot minute. If you control a Hyperdriver, it gets +1 when this attacks. If you scrap the Hyperdriver, create a Hyperdriver with 2 Steam counters. Attacks for 3, blocks 3. Yeah, okay.
So it doesn't have go again. The hidden text here is that if you're playing it in max, you make the Hyperdriver and then crank it to get your action point back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
This
is a very, very max card. It has him on the art.
Very much so. Yes, very much so. I kind of like it just because I think there's kind of this interesting loop Max kind of gets into. Like if you're trying to do Hyperdriver stuff with Max, like with the actual Hyperdriver cards, there's this interesting loop between like where the Hyperdrivers are. You get them out of your deck, you get to grab it, and you at times you actually want them in your banish zone too. I think. So cards that get them like from the yard into your banish zone, I think has a place to fit. And at a baseline, well, I shouldn't call it a baseline because it is conditional. You need to have a Hyperdriver in your graveyard. But a 0 for 4 go again that makes a Hyperdriver, and also it'll still have a token on it, so it'll be a resource later.
Yes, yeah, this is what siloing in Mechanologist looks like. Because I don't think any other hero would run this. No. Seems like another 4.5 for the right hero. Teklo Trebuchet 2000. 0 cost, 1 power, block 3 with boost. Okay, so that's the... when this attacks, your next attack you boost this combat chain gets... What the hell? What the heck is this? What is this? This is a 6 out of 5. Oh my god, this card's so good. Oh my... Instant shoe.
Kind of enough said on that one.
Holy shit. Okay. Assembly module, 0 cost. Mechanologist action item. Okay. A new item. Cool. Has crank. Cool. So you can play it, get your action point back. Cool. When it enters with a steam counter. At the start of your turn, destroy it unless you remove a steam counter. Sure. Action tap. Search your deck for Hyperdriver. Put into the arena, then shuffle. Okay. Okay. Possible glue piece.
This is really neat. I like this.
This is a very cool card. I don't know if it's good, but if you want Hyperdrivers out of your deck and onto the battlefield, this is the way to do it.
Yeah. So the thing about this is, ignoring all the other potential with it, it is a blue that you get to pay 0 to get your red Hyperdriver out of the deck, which would normally cost you 1 to play. So you're already up from that.
Yeah.
Right. But then you think about the fact that as an item with crank, and again, assuming you're max, you can hit them with Banksy and put the counter back on the assembly module, so you can do it again next turn. So just really dig those Hyperdrivers out of the deck.
This card's nuts. This is probably also a 5.
As well as, actually, I've seen and tinkered around with playing Nitro Mechanoid in Dio. There's like a version of that list. I think that deck would run this too.
Huh. Yeah, you need several Hyperdrivers out. Okay, true. This seems like a really neat card.
That'd be cool.
So far, Mechanologist, very, very well designed. Whoever has designed all these cards, good job. All right,
we got 4 can all be talked about together.
Okay, so they all can be talked together. These are the Evo Beta base head. So it's an Evo base. If you have a base head equipment, transform into this, then equip it. Evo heads cost you 1 less to play. Has battle worn 1. Wait, what?
Right. So.
Oh my god. There's so many things now. There's so many equipment for back now. Okay.
It is 0 cost Evo base. So And it is blue, so you can pitch it away and stuff. It's very easy to get this transformed on, and then it helps you trigger things like your Steel Souls. Like this is designed for play with the Steel Souls because those cost 4. Yeah. So if you have one of these on, then it only costs you 3 to get the Steel Soul on top of it. And because it's its own equipment and not just the actual base, piece that's at the bottom of the stack, you'll get to trigger that Steel Soul's effect. So +1 intellect, +3 resources, an action point, get one of your attacks back. Right? As well as if you really needed to, you could stack one of these on top of the base of the Steel Soul in order to trigger that effect as well. Though, again, depending on how long the game goes and how much you're trying to set up for Singularity, I don't know how much you would. But it is just a really nice and not too difficult to run set of base equipments that if you're running more things like this, it makes the boost deck more viable because you're more likely to boost into Evos the more of them you're playing. They're 0 cost, so they're really easy to play off of his hero power. Just pitch a blue, drop it in, draw a new card. I won't say I've played the most Teklo, but these seem really good for him.
All right, so Teklo has gotten 4 armor sets, and hopefully he'll be viable now. But not too viable, because if Teklo is a mainstream hero, I don't know if that's gonna be flesh and blood anymore. Okay, so all these seem interesting and decent. All right, now we're on to the 2 commons that got Heavy Metal Hardcore. 0 cost, 3 power boost, blocks 3. If an Evo has been banished from boosting this turn, this gets +1. Okay, so more about the Teklo boost archetype.
Rocket.
Yeah, yep. As you guys can clearly see, 0 to 60 is one of the greatest cards ever printed. All right, Heart Wrencher. Hold on. What is this? Mechanologist action wrench attack.
Why did Mech get the next weapon subtype on their attack after Assassin?
Okay, this attacks for 3, blocks 3, boost. Okay, isn't there a card that says your wrenches get +2 or something from the max armory deck?
So I think it's Power Clamp from the armory deck, and that's the only thing this really cares about.
Yeah,
right, there are no other wrench buffs that would work with this. For now, of course.
And this we have all the mech cards as well.
Yeah. Is that enough to justify running this? I don't know about that, but it's funny. It's very funny.
Yeah. Okay, a setup for the future. Currently, it's a 1.5. Okay. We have the Ranger Majestic. Then we have their equipment set. Sealed Nerve Gas, Cloaked. Oh, God. Well, at least there's only 1 cloaked equipment that they can run. So it's cloaked, but it's what it is. When an attack with Go
there's
hits
3 of them and they're all stressed. So
technically you're right.
You're right. Fake which one you're running.
But
nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay, so Go Again gives frailty. Reaction gives you blood rot, and then power greater than its base gives you inertia. This is the same as the inertia trap, blood rot trap, frailty trap. This is the same shit. Even the same colors.
Getting an inertia token is actually potentially pretty strong. So there's some potential there. And notably, they're all traps. So all of these would do a point of damage if you're playing Riptide.
Yeah. Seems pretty cool. This means that Ranger did not get a full cycle of head and arms and all that, but sure.
That said, I'd give these all 1s for the first 2 and a 2 for the inertia one.
Okay. Sure. Bolton Boots. Those don't look like warrior boots.
Card.
Yeah. Attack reaction for 1. Destroy this target arrow attack with power greater than its base. Gets battle worn. Oh, sorry. Gets Go Again. It has battle worn 1.
Yeah. Seems like good side boots.
It's not even on hit. It just gets it. Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Why not? yeah, these are pretty cool. I don't know if they're good, but
Oh, I see play, yeah.
yeah, it'll probably see play. Yeah, 3. All right,
Sure.
got the Ranger Majestics here. Rainbow Goo Trap.
I think this is the funniest card in the whole set.
What
I
the
think
heck?
this is the
Is that
funniest card in the whole
Starvo?
set.
Wait, this is Starvo. Wait, who's this? When this defends an attack with power greater than its base, dominate and go again. So you need all of these?
Yep.
The attack gets -2 and loses and can't gain ability. This is the anti-Starvo card?
Yep.
In Ranger? And he doesn't exist in so what? What? Because
so like
even the new Bravo doesn't have
in
go again,
Living
right? It's just like,
Legend,
oh,
Lexi or Marlin, I guess.
but
And
this
like
is a
okay,
D-react. Like, you can't even block with cards. You can block with one card and then D-react from Arsenal or whatever, or just D-react.
Yeah.
And then what? D-react again from hand? What type of deck do you have? That's so weird.
So technically, the only other case I can think of where a hero might relatively consistently have all 3 effects is like Azalea putting in a Bolton Shot off the top to give it to Dominate, and it'll have go again and like higher base power. But yeah, this is weirdly a Living Legend card in the Silver Age set.
This is very, very weird. I do like the flavor and kind of like, I'm not super serious, so sure.
Yeah. It's cool. I like that it exists.
Yeah.
And I like it exists and then doesn't take up a Majestic slot.
Yeah.
That I appreciate.
Yeah. Courageous Crossing. 0 cost blue. Ranger action trap blocks 3. Create a courage token. Why? That's our wait, under target hero's control. Okay, so you can give it to yourself or your opponent. Okay.
Yeah.
As go again.
So there's like 3 of these.
When this defends an attack,
that are each a little different. Yeah.
When this defends an attack with power greater than its base, remove a +1 counter from target permanent. What? Are these all the? This is a cycle here, right?
They're similar in design. They're not like exact cycle copies of each other, but they're very similar. They're all 0 cost, block 3 actions in blue that have a minor effect when you play them, like making a token. And then when they defend, if you meet a certain condition, you get a trap trigger, right? So again, even though they're actions, these are still traps that would trigger Riptide's effect. And this one, for example, it's niche, but pretty good. Take a counter off the Dawnblade, right? Or stage, a counter off of a counter off of the Enigma Spectral Shield or whatever, right? So and the tokens you're making on them, there's this thing with Riptide where he sometimes gives the opponent tokens so that they will then trigger his traps if they have greater base power and whatnot. So that was kind of whatever. This one though,
I'm confused.
I don't know how. Yeah.
When you either play this as the action on your own turn, you get the first line and then go again. You don't get this line.
Right. They are intended to be primarily blocked with.
When you block, you get the bottom half. So you basically have to combine this with other cards for it to be good.
Yeah.
But I mean, turn 0.
There's not a lot of
turn 0. I mean, there's some implications here.
Yeah.
But okay.
There's not a lot of natural power reduction running around for that one to take advantage of. The most obvious ones being Codex of Frailty, of course, and Ravenous Rabble, actually. But when that one triggers, it's pretty darn good.
Yeah, very few cards look tough. The 8 power one that if you don't pay 1, you it loses a power. That's okay. Yeah. Ravenous Rebel is like the main
that
one here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the question of that one is the consistency, not the power level of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, blue, like in Riptide, these are probably.
And it's a good blocker. Like,
probably
so like the floor is actually pretty high on all of these.
Yep. This one might be the weakest. Tapping a hero or ally might be the least relevant.
Again, it's a little niche in who it's useful against, but it's also probably the one with the most relevant just on play effect for Ranger. Just make a quick token.
Getting a quick token. Because that is not like an agility token. It doesn't break. You can use it immediately. Mm-hmm. All right, Spellbane Trap. Next arrow gets +3. Oh, God. More Ranger buff cards. When this defends the attacking hero and the attacking hero is dealt arcane, they get a spell. Does Warrior have nothing left that is sacred to them? Why does every class get our tokens? Oh, okay, sure. Ranger can create Spellbane Aegis tokens now. Why not? Well, we can share. This is only a 2-block,
feels super niche because so first off, it's only a 2-block. Now, the front side of it is much better. It's just like a 0 for 3 pump, as compared to the other ones. Mm-hmm. But who's dealing arcane damage and then swinging a physical attack? Runeblades, and then like a Verdant who's got her Decompose done. Is that it?
Yeah.
So this feels pretty niche. I bet this one doesn't make the cut.
Of note, you can stack Spellbane Aegis tokens. That was nichely relevant in Bolton against Icelander at Worlds 3 years ago. Normally with Jubil, you cannot.
Not with these, you can't.
Yeah. Well, Spellbane Aegis tokens, you get to choose whether it blows up. What I'm saying is Jubil said if you don't control Spellbane Aegis token, create one. Whereas Bolton, what you would do, I'm gonna go on a quick story time. So at Worlds Barcelona, I played Bolton into a room with Icelanders, and I was like, how do I deal with a fused Aether Ice Vein? And I was like, okay, if I have my Halo of Illumination, that's Spell Void 2, and if I can charge 2 Bannerets of whatever it's called, the one that gives you Spellbane Aegis tokens, and I have Soulbond active, that's 5, and that stops the whole thing. Or you charge up 3 of them. That's another way to do it. So, yeah. This probably not seeing much play, though. All right.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah. Probably 1.5. All right. On to LSS's favorite class. I have high hopes for this whole thing. All right, this is a Majestic. Okay, Grimoire. Offhand, so this is the Vincent thing. Instant, pay 1, destroy this creative rune chant.
All right, Vincent's in.
Yeah, why not? Some extra consistency.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. She could do some interesting things with the Eloquence token from the other Grimoire. Mm-hmm. But I think just the consistency of having another bailout to make a rune chant whenever she needs it is going to be so much better for her.
Yep. All right, Helm of Might and Magic. Oh my God, don't. Okay, interesting. So this is the. This is kind of reminding me of Dyadic Carapace, but in the head slot.
Not even. Like, you block with it, and if you're lucky, they'll do Arcane before the chain closes somehow, so you get to prevent one as well.
Yeah.
But, like, it's flexible, not particularly powerful.
How is this? They're just going to close the combat chain. How is this ever going to get 2 value?
Don't get me wrong, because... Well, I'm imagining if you're, like... Let's say you're playing against a fellow Runeblade, right? And they're attacking you with one of those things that's, like, on hit, doing arcane damage, right?
Oh. Okay. Huh.
You get it?
Yeah. Okay, so this is mini Kabuto for Runeblade on Runeblade hate or something. Okay. Seems...
Yeah, it might see play just because it is flexible, but
it seems
I'm not getting out of my seat for that one.
Yeah. All right. What's this one? AB1. Destroy this and a rune chant you control. Prevent the next 1 arcane damage. So do your class thing. Get Spell Void 1, AB 1. I mean, technically this is...
Yeah, it's a strict upgrade over Robe, which, well, not relevant anymore, but Chain in Silver Age did run Null Rune Robe, and so this would have been a strict upgrade. But, again, not super exciting, because you cannot do the prevention and do AB on this.
Yeah, that's...
So it's just, it lets you AB, and then at some point, instead of ABing, you can save the resource by casting a rune chant instead.
So if there's like a stack of rune chants coming at you, you can do it. But if there's like one big spell coming at you, you get one or the other.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems okay, but not the greatest. This one, this is another 5.
You heard about this one?
Oh yeah, I saw this yesterday. Oh my god. Is this why Chain got banned? For those of you living under a rock, Chain got banned out of Sage for 1 season. But I have a feeling he's never coming back. If the community has anything to say about it. Okay, so return target aura with cost X from your graveyard to your hand. So presumably you pay X is 0, and pay 1. Get a 0 cost aura, Malefic Incantation. Yeah. And then that would... But that takes up your...
Does take your action. So this would be like instead of swinging Reaping Blade or something. That's usually probably worth it. Yep. And again, it's Guardwell 2 arms. So like you're not giving up that much for it, especially in Silver Age.
Yep.
For CC purposes, Grasp is really hard to give up just for the blocking value. But certainly, Vincent has a Quill hand, so she maybe wouldn't do this. But there's potential. There's reasons to run this. Mm-hmm. And when Aurora 2 comes out, we're going to have to be concerned about this. Because this can get back channel Lightning Valley.
Oh, great. Just what we need in our lives. More Runeblades drawing cards. Okay. I think this card's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Blackstone Greaves. If you've dealt arcane damage, okay, that's pretty easy to do. This gets... Oh, wait, hold on. This is defense. Hold on. This is... Okay. Dealing arcane damage on defense. I mean, Runeblades has some cards that do that.
You got like Sigil of Suffering and stuff, right?
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
It can happen.
Do your class thing, get Temper 2. Seems good.
Sure. It might be difficult to get the full Temper out of this because you have to deal arcane damage on defense twice in a game and also be in positions to block with this at that point.
Yep. Sure.
So it might be a little tricky, but for Temper 2 legs, like I could see it. I could definitely see them running those.
Seems like a 3 to me. All right. Sigil of... I don't know how to pronounce that. 0 cost. Go again. Runeblade Action Aura blocks 3. When this enters or leaves, you may banish another aura from your graveyard. If you do, deal 1 arcane damage to target hero. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy this. So this is a... blue that deals 2 damage. If you have auras,
so the opportunity cost is pretty low.
Yeah, if you have auras in your graveyard.
Seems a little too low impact to me to be worth it, but I could be if you like needed auras in the deck for other things like that.
Yeah, if you need to up your aura count.
We'll talk about this more in the next card. I think let's talk about the next card and we'll kind of see like why you might want to do this sort of thing.
Hey, it's Florian. He's banned.
Yep, this is kind of give us the idea of what we're looking for here.
But this is not an Earth Runeblade. This is just a Runeblade action attack. 3 cost, 7 power, 3 block. Okay, so that's the standard stats. When this attacks, you may banish an aura from your graveyard. If you do deal 1 arcane damage to target hero. Okay. This is the whole Earth Florian. Okay, this is like the most Florian card to ever Florian.
Specifically, though, because this is Florian, we see that, it gives us reason to want to run Earth auras. Because in Silver Age, we need to get to 4 to turn our stuff online.
Cool.
Right? So Decompose can have one of those, but a card like this if you have like an Earth Aura, you could banish from the yard, can get you that extra 1 without having to go through a whole other decompose.
Yep. Seems great. Cool.
Yeah.
4. All right, Weeping Battleground, 0 cost, Runeblade D-React. How many D-Reacts
Hey, we were talking about Sigil of Suffering before,
dude,
right?
how many D-Reacts do Runeblades need? Jesus. Okay, you may banish an
I don't know.
aura
It is kind of crazy.
They have how many? Reduced to Rune Chant, Sigil of Suffering, Weeping Battleground. There's more. There's gotta be more. We're gonna go do it right now. There's gotta be more. All right, let's take the most broken guy. Chain. We need D-Reacts that Chain can run. So there's reduced to Rune Chant. We're not going to count this one. We're not going to count this one. Okay, maybe I overreacted, but 3 is still a lot. Okay, because this comes in all colors. This comes in all colors. Don't tell me that this also comes.
They all come in all colors.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's slightly conditional because you do need the aura in the graveyard. So again, we're giving these reasons to play these random auras. So things like the Sigil maybe become useful because they are blue block 3, so you can block with them to get in the yard to turn on this sort of thing. But that's sort of you're assembling an engine that I don't know if the payoff is worth the squeeze yet.
Okay, I mean, class D reacts that get 4 value seem good to me. A little bit of hoop jumping through, but this card actually looks like modern Flesh and Blood design. It's like, we give you 3 value, we'll give you 4 value if you do something. seems good.
Perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
It is a little infuriating that it's another Runeblade defense reaction like this.
All right, so probably at least a 4. All right. Now we're on to the last of the ARC. We're at Shroud of the Fate Watcher. When this leaves, create a Sigil of Fate. So Sigil of Fate is a token that blows up and opts, I believe.
Yes, it opts for 1.
Sigil of Fate. Where are you? I don't see it.
It might have been in the wizard section somewhere, actually.
You're probably right. Right here.
Yeah, right there.
And it leaves at the beginning of your action phase.
Beginning of the action phase, just like the other sigils.
Okay, sure.
But that's all it does. It blocks for 0. So why would you not just run Talismanic Lens?
Yeah.
The only reason is if you really cared about having a sigil for some reason.
Yep.
Especially like that, but that seems just so niche.
Okay. Well, one thing I do approve of is not giving wizards armor. So none of these actually block for a numerical value other than 0. When this leaves, gain 2 resources. So gaining resources on your opponent's turn. Is that useful?
Well, for Kano at first blush, it would be, right?
But it's only 2.
The issue is it doesn't leave the arena until the combat chain closes.
Yeah.
So you cannot use those resources to like kill them at the same time, right? So it probably doesn't replace like the AB1 robe. Like it's only 1 resource, but you get it when you need it.
Destroy target aura token.
These are kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because
Spectral
you can
shields.
get somebody's ponder token at like the high, or like their special shield if it's like an enigma that they stack some stuff on.
Fealty tokens.
You can get a full card out of someone's ponder.
Yeah. Might, vigor, agility, frostbite.
Like an agility for sure, or a quicken or something. Like this one has, I think, a lot of uses. I don't think it is like a main board thing, but I could see that one for sure seeing play.
All right.
And then this is Wizard on Wizard Violence.
Yeah, so this is so Stormstriders has AB2, so this is the replacement for that. Yeah. Okay, sure. Seems good for when you need it. All right, so the first wizard card that we need to actually talk about. Glyph Power Spell. Okay, so I presume this is a Cilio support. Deal 4 arcane damage to any target. Any target is relevant. If you control a card with sigil in its name, instead deal 6 arcane damage. So the Voltic Bolt was 2 for 5, and now they're like, hey, 2 for 4, but maybe 2 for 6. Sure.
Correct.
Blocks 3.
So
yeah, does not
on the
come
face
in
of it,
any other
good
colors.
Card.
Yeah,
yeah, doesn't come in any other colors. It is a for sure good card. I don't know what Acilio and Sage is going to look like, because it's not going to look the same as CC, because you don't have, Sigil of Brilliance, you don't have Gone in the Flash, you don't have a lot of stuff, you don't have Lightning Greaves. A lot of the stuff that made that deck tick, you just don't have access to. So Acilio and Sage, he might want more of this kind of like big arcane stuff, and we'll see some more examples of that, or like cards like just like direct arcane playstyle. With that said, even in CC, in a world where Prism has Living Legended, and therefore you don't need the effect of Burn Bear anymore, this is the automatic replacement for that in the sideboard for Fatigue.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So this is one of the rare cards that actually like sees CC relevance, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I said,
one thing
whatever Sage Acilio looks like probably ends up running this, I would imagine.
One thing that I'm kind of noticing is that there's a clear delineation between this card was built for Sage, this card was built for CC, because obviously the Majestics are only for CC, and almost all the cards that we've looked at seem designed for Sage, but this is one of the few cards that like bridges the gap. Cool card. Seems like a 4 to me. Painful Premonition. Deal 3 arcane, so this is a zap, red zap, or yellow or blue.
Any target zap, too.
Any target zap. If it deals damage, create one of those Sigil Fate tokens. Yeah.
It replaces zap. What can we say about that?
Blue zap. I mean, so if we ever decide to take that Verdance deck out for a spin, this is definitely making the cut there.
Sure.
All right. Next up, we got a Wizard Instant that costs 1. Okay. So it can be like negated or something. All right, Future Sight, create 3, 2, or 1 Sigil Fate tokens.
I don't really see it for the most part. Now, what is very funny, though, is playing this and then playing Glyph Overlay, which, if you know that card, it increases its damage based on the number of sigils you control. So I don't think that's a particularly good combination, but it is very funny.
Oh, I have the promo version of this card. Maybe it'll be actually useful. Yeah. This is actually the. This is also.
It's already a good card. Like he's playing some Acilio lists. Yeah, it's a good card. I just don't know that you run a kind of bad card to make this one better.
Somebody will. All right. All right. So now we move on to the other classes that exist in the game, namely Shapeshifter, Illusionist, Assassin, and then Pirate and all that. So for those of you asking why Icelander is wielding fire, this is your answer. 0 cost Shapeshifter instant, Shiana specialization. Name a living legend hero in Blitz or in... There's no living legend in Silver Age. And
yeah, so
are they keeping the Blitz living legend list?
Yeah. Okay, so first and foremost, like Shiana is not legal in Silver Age, right?
No, she's a legendary, so no.
Yeah.
So this is literally for Blitz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd be picking a Blitz hero in
Living
Legend Blitz hero, which is like, off the top of my head, probably most frequent choice would be Chain, just to get a random thing go again.
Yeah. Yep.
Is it worth a card? Probably not, but it's funny. It's Shapeshifter. I have not really thought
Release notes say you have to name a CC hero.
Okay, are we CC one?
Are we getting CC Shiana? That would be nuts.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I actually jokingly was like gonna play Shiana at my final Blitz skirmish, but I didn't get all the cards. I don't think she's that bad.
I have no idea.
She gets
CC
to run the
especially,
Olympia armor and visit the Goldbane state. She's good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. To be determined.
Leave it alone. Too weird, leave it alone.
Yeah. All right. We got the Illusionist Majestic here. Now, you are an Illusionist player, Andrew.
Arms, please.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
this, of note, there are no illusionists. There are talented illusionists. So
far, yes.
This might be leading towards like a pure illusionist hero down the line.
Well, you'd think so,
Yeah.
but Phantasmal Footsteps are the same way.
Okay. Sure. All right. So this
But
looks like
these illusionist arms, we don't have any yet.
Yeah. So Andrew's hoping Pen 122 is illusionist arms. Let's see who you need to go talk to about that. Let's see. So this is probably Wizard. So somewhere. No, this is probably.
Which day is Kevin Murphy on? He's got a Prism spoiler. He's day 2, right? I think he's day 2.
Yeah, his was the same time as ours. So I don't know.
Yeah, Smurf. There we go. So maybe one of these guys has it.
Yeah. Okay, so we got this whole cycle here. Okay. Ward 1 on all of them. When this is destroyed, make a Ponder, Vigor, Might, or Agility.
Ward 1 one's actually kind of good.
This says draw a card. This is 4 value on the headpiece.
Now, that said, the hat slot is usually so contentious that I don't know you can make room for this.
Right.
But in Silver Age, maybe. Yeah. Not like you're playing Traverse the Universe, right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah. I mean, these all seem good. Cool.
The other one's not nearly so much, but definitely the Ponder one is the best of them.
Yep.
And I could see kind of just that, because the rest of them are tokens that pop and you don't know if they were going to be useful or not. Like the Might, you're going to get probably some use out of, but
this is 2 value on the arms. This is at least 1 value, probably 2 value on this. This might be the least useful, but
so there's potentially. Yeah. So, but there's some stuff there. There's definitely some stuff there.
All right.
I actively like the hat though.
Okay, sure. 2 Majestics there, and then this is the traditional 1 rare, and then 2 commons. Shimmering Mirage. That looks like an angry Ashwing. 0 cost. Illusionist D-React. Did Illusionists have D-Reacts? They had like Flicker Trick, I think, and
there's been a couple.
They had a 5 power that when it blocked the 6 power one, it blew up. I remember that one. I was like, "Are you sure you want to be blocking with that against me?" Okay. While this is defending, when this chain link resolves, banish this. You may play it this combat chain. What?
So this hoses Ninja so hard.
Wait, you could play this every single chain link?
Yeah. Now, I say Ninja specifically because if they're able to break the chain, it's gone. It's done, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
Ninja.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This reduces the whole chain by... This is Stonewall Gauntlets on crack. Oh my god. Okay, does the Mirage hurt though? Like against
not against Ninja, it doesn't.
Yeah. Defending a non-illusionist. So you can defend an illusionist attack with this. That's okay. That's very
good. Against everybody else, it's a 0 for 2 at best because they'll just break the combat chain after it's done.
Okay. Some possible applications here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or I guess you get there via the Vanguard turn against Bolton. So Bolton hate. Sure.
No Bolton hate, please. Why does Bolton get hit by all the dude, when Stonewall Gauntlets came out, I was so sad. I was like, are you kidding me? Okay. Power of Make-Believe. Okay. Okay, 3 cost, 7 power, 3 block. This gets +1 for each card with 6 or more power defending it.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
little
so it
weird
gets
inverse of
bigger.
the normal Phantasm look.
Okay, so
But it can't block big things.
okay, so this is the card that every warrior wants to see the illusionist put on the combat chain.
Yeah. I don't think it's very good.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like
The so
possible
Enigma
applications
would
against.
run.
Huh.
Yeah, so like Enigma would run some of these like big illusionist attacks, but she would do it because there would all be block threes, and she could use those to defend her board state.
Mm-hmm.
This is not nearly as good as that at that. So, and the other illusionists, namely the prisms, they want their specific like herald attacks for their things.
Right. Okay, sure.
So I don't see this right now. There could be again an illusionist in the future where that changes, but for right now, I don't see it.
Sure. Mirage is just a downside, but I guess just don't block
Now,
things. So
with that said,
yeah.
if you are playing against
You're
like
gonna
a
be
brute or
sending
something and you get them low,
yeah.
and then attack with this, and they have to like block with multiple cards just to stay alive, and this is getting +1 for each of them, that's kind of cool.
Yep.
But that feels pretty inconsistent.
Yeah. 2. Shimmering Spectre. 3 cost, 6 power, 2 block. Uh-oh. These are not good stats so far, and it has Mirage. All right, this has to be good. While this is attacking or defending, when it leaves the arena, so it goes to the graveyard, create a Spectral Shield token. Okay.
So it is kind of a block through.
Uh-huh. Okay, so it's like Battlefront Bastion. Sort of. You carry it over.
Yeah, kind of. It is a 3 for 7. It is a block 3, because it's doing that. I like this one actually quite a bit more than the last one, just because of how it plays with some existing things.
Okay.
Of course, Enigma wants her Spectral Shield so she can stack some stuff up on them. But even like in an Iris of Reality deck, right? You block with this. You spend 1 card to attack with the resulting Spectral Shield for 4, and you effectively got a 2-card 7 that they have to answer. Where you just get to keep attacking with it. So,
okay.
I don't hate it. Yeah. I really don't.
Okay, like a 3.5 then. Okay. All right. On to their second favorite class. All right. Here is their Majestic. Spell Void 1 offhand. Okay. Destroys 2 silver. Equip this to get it back. I don't know if this is any good.
I don't know that assassins want this more than the lantern.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
but I can see it. Like,
I mean,
the Chaos Assassins are going so pitchless and like they're cutting on blues and stuff that I could see them preferring to have Spellvoid 1 instead of AB1, even if they would never really, like, almost never get to rebuy it. Maybe off of like some Leave No Witnesses hits, they could rebuy it, but certainly not consistently.
They could Spell Void once and then equip a dagger back from their sideboard or a Callisto.
They could do that. Yeah. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah. Huh. So a little bit. This might be the quickest way to flick your dagger against an arcade.
In the right matchup, sure. But like again, in CC, I don't know that like you'd be doing flick knives and like you want the mark so badly anyway. Like I don't think that's real.
Okay.
So does this get played over Lantern? I don't know. It's kind of borderline. So
yeah, it's a Majestic, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right. 2.
All these next ones are basically the same.
Okay, all these are the same. Okay. While this is in your graveyard, buy it back for 2. When this is equipped from anywhere other than your graveyard, put a -1 counter on it.
So they start off as Blade Break 1, you buy them back, they're Blade Break 2, and every time thereafter, they're Blade Break 2.
I mean, call me crazy, but I don't feel like assassins were generating like double-digit silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You certainly can't run too many of these pieces. Or so
Yeah.
you can run too many of these pieces, right?
Yeah.
And actually, and you remind me, is Mask of Perdition legal in Silver Age?
I think that's a
Uh,
majestic.
It is a majestic. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's tough to do that. Now, with that said, there's a couple cards later on that do help with the silver gen a little bit. So that said, it is a decent chunk of armor. So I could see some of the decks, like specifically
choosing one that you don't have a better
yeah,
card for seems decent.
you can you got the 1 block, and if you happen to get enough silver, buy it back. You basically got 3 block out of the equipment slot. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
But we do get a couple of contracts.
Yeah,
here.
I'm just looking. There's some contract cards here. So 0 cost, 4 attacks as a breakpoint, blocks for 3. Okay, that's like the standard assassin. This is the Leading the Witnesses stat line. You're contracted to banish blues. When this hits a Mystic Hero, search their deck for any number of energies. What?
It's so hateful. I love it.
What is this?
So this is how you can get a bunch of silver.
What is this? Okay. Holy shit. I haven't seen
a little niche, but even just baseline compared to the old kind of contract stuff, it's reasonable. So sure, why not?
This is a super cool card.
Obviously not for CC because there are no Mystic Heroes in CC anymore.
Yeah.
But
thank God. But yeah. Okay, sure. This is one of those cards that like a hardcore assassin player is gonna have a playset, and if he needs to bring them, he'll bring them. But this looks like a 3, and it's super meta dependent.
So yeah, it's interesting. It's niche, but it's kind of interesting.
Yep. Excessive blood loss, 1 cost, 5 for 3 block. So this is the Arachne contracts that come in for 5 power. They all cost 1. Contracted to banish reds. When this hits a hero, banish the top card of the deck. If it's red, repeat this process once.
Yeah, so this is like the real way in Silver Age you can like stack up silver reasonably quickly.
Yeah, most decks that aren't light or mystic will have a decent amount of reds. Looks good.
Yeah, and again, if we take it in conjunction with some of those armor pieces from before, assuming you hit 2 reds and you get 2 silver, it's with the dagger swing that you used with the other 2 resources, it's a 2-card 8 effectively.
Yeah,
not bad.
Yep. I'm wondering though, Andrew, is like a couple cards and an armor set enough to like fix a hero's issues in pen? Like, I guess it's
a nice start.
Yeah.
But I don't think this makes like Arachne suddenly top tier Sage threat.
Sure. Knife Through. So this art is already reminding me of the Slippy attack that gave your next stealth card +1. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, that art's reminding me of
Plunge or something.
Yeah, I don't know. 0/3 attack, 3 block. Stealth, if you've hit with a dagger this combat chain, it gets go again. This is a Zuri in the art, looks like.
Yeah, we've seen cards like this before. These 0/3 stealths with conditional go again. They've never been very good.
Only Slippy kind of used some of them. So.
And not even then. Like it's just like a head jab, sure it blocks 3, but like he wants his attacks to actually do something. Prowl, sure.
Yeah, you want your stealth attacks to have it on hit, but yeah, this looks like a 1.5 to me. All right. Apparently, I knew the order of the first 8 classes. The 9th class is Shapeshifter. The 10th class is Illusionist. That makes sense because the first Shapeshifter was in Crucible, and then Illusionist came out in Monarch. Assassin came out next, and then they made Bard promos for Pro Tour 2, and here we go. This says piss off the whole UPF table. No go again.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. You want to play your Bard in UPF, you'll probably play this. No notes. Pen 151 is a Necromancer equipment. All right, so now we are in the section kind of similar to, like I said, Illusionist. There was no pure Illusionist. Same at the moment. There's no pure Necromancer. So this is Toys for Gravy. Discard an ally, draw a card, go again. So this is... You either get Blade Break 2 or you get your hero ability once. Sure.
I don't know that he has a better hat right now.
Yeah.
So he's got
flexibility.
The one from Limited, but yeah.
This probably serves its purpose. 3.5. Mournful Casket. If an ally has been put in, so if you do your class thing, you get Temper 2. Also seems fine.
Ally in the yard during the opponent's turn. I mean, if they attack the ally, obviously that's the primary way that's going to happen. So sure.
Yeah.
Not too difficult to get Temper 2 out of that.
Yeah. Action destroy this. Return an ally card from your graveyard to your hand, then discard a card. Ooh, Recursion. Wait, no. That's not Recursion because they're flipped. You can't return a flip down ally card.
No, you can't. If it was an instant, you could do like the in response to the Watery Grave trigger activate this, but it is an action. So as is, it's a way to make sure an ally goes to the yard that turn for effects that care about it, like Dead Threads, for example, if you didn't have another way to do it. And like if you really needed a specific ally in the yard as opposed to the ally you've currently got, again, if you don't have another way to do it, sure.
Yep.
It's Battle Worn 1 as a base, so it's like not that large of an opportunity cost. If it turns out that Gravian Sage needs this kind of effect to be more consistent, sure, he'll run it.
Yep. Seems decent. Battle Worn 1 is nice. I'm just noticing like the art is all the same chick, so maybe this is the new Necromancer that's coming out later. All right, Scuttletoes has AB1. Instant for 2 resources, destroy this. Tap. No, this is not tap. This is untap. Untap target ally you control, destroy it at the beginning of your end phase. Okay, so
first off, it's an Autumn Boots upgrade, so like already playable.
Hey, we already talked about, with Achilles Accelerator, not always an upgrade, but sure, yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Untapping an ally.
This effect.
You can sometimes your opponent doesn't want to blow up Oyston. So this blows up Oyston.
Sure, that's one way you could use it. The other reason would be like if you have like your ally like go again on the attack from like an Avasti or something.
Right.
You can swing with it again to try and push for lethal, even if it would mean you lose the ally. Sure, niche but fine. The other reason, this is kind of only a CC thing because you would do this with like Anka. You could use her ability twice on your opponent's turn to like nab 2 cards out of their hand when they're drawing.
Ooh. Yeah, you're right. This is an instant.
Because it's AB1, like it could definitely see some play. That effect though seems very niche though.
Sure. All right, oh, interesting. We've already moved to Pirate Necromancer, so there's a Pen 151 is probably a Necromancer, and this is probably Pirate Necromancer cards. 156, 157.
Yeah, I suspect it's all grouped together for purposes of like the per class thing. So we're not going to see like a majestic Pirate Necromancer equipment or anything.
Yep. Yep. All right, Beneath the Surface, 2 cost, D-React, blocks for 5, has Watery Grave. While this is defending when it is put into your graveyard from the arena, turn it face down. Isn't that what Water Grave says?
Yeah, that's just the Watery Grave text.
What?
Or sorry, no, it's slightly, it is different than the Watery Grave text, because Watery Grave previously was on things that go from the like from the
battlefield to the
that weren't like defending, and then this happened, right? This specifically triggers when it's defending and goes there, so it's a little bit different, but it's the same idea.
Okay. Isn't this just worse than Blood in the Water?
Well, you can play it from the graveyard if you get a blue into the yard and turn on Gravy's hero ability.
Wait. You could play this from the graveyard? Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah.
What? Oh. Huh.
So it's definitely interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's enough room for it, but what's nice is that unlike all of the other allies, it's not technically a brick in your hand. You can still play it as a 2-for-5 defense reaction, which is not great by any means, but it's still usable.
Sure. Man Overboard. When this attacks, you may discard an ally. If you do this, gets +1 and go again.
Where's Jittery Bones?
Yeah. Is the blue even? No, this is like... Huh. Is this like literally worse Jittery Bones? Like,
yes, it is strictly worse Jittery Bones.
Is this like 0 to 60, 0 to 50?
Yeah, Jittery Bones, you have the option of ripping it off the top of your deck instead of from your hand.
Yeah. Okay, so this is like the first card that's just bad.
Automatically comes in for...
This is just a bad card. Okay, we finally found a card that's like not good in the set. This says you may discard. Okay, sure. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Turn up to 3 ally cards in your graveyard face down. Then create that many gold tokens. Go again. 0 cost.
I don't see the use case of it. I think you want your allies.
Yeah, what?
Maybe
what
I'm wrong, but I don't see it.
Maybe this is future setup. I don't get it.
Maybe? I don't know. Oof.
Huh?
I don't see a world where this gets played, though. I really don't.
Yeah, okay. Somebody's going to have to enlighten me on this Man Overboard and Tentacular Toll card. I don't get it.
The blue toll is a blue you can just play. And if you only sacrifice 1 ally to get a gold, and that's like your blue for the turn, I guess, maybe. But there are better blues you could be doing this effect with, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like C4 Salvage, for example. It's just this, but better, right?
Yeah. Fair. Especially in the Gravy Mirror. Okay. Moving on to the Puffin class cards.
Oh, yeah, Puffin, baby.
It appears... Okay, this is interesting, because there's no gap here. So that means there's no Pirate, Mechanologist, Majestic. Which means these might...
And I'm very sad about it.
Huh. So, this is just gravy favoritism here. Okay.
Yep.
Sky Warden number 161803. Okay. 0 cost, 3. Attack, 2 block. Galvanize. When this defends, you may destroy an item you control. If you do, this gets +1. Defense, if it's a golden cog, create a gold.
Yes. More of this. More gold for Puffin. She needs it.
Yep, she does. It's like golden Sky Warden, but baby form.
Yep, baby Sky Warden. Good card.
All right, moving on to Marlin cards. That means Marlin only got 1 card. I think we're going to see a trend once we get down here. Every hero is basically getting 1 card for them.
Well, in defense of the pirate layout, it's not like Gravy was getting strays from other sections of the thing, unlike Mechanologist and Ranger, right?
Fair. All right, 2 cost, 5 power, 3 block. Okay, these are good stats. It has Harpoon in the name. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a yellow, also good. All right, I'm liking everything about this so far. If you've activated a cannon this turn, okay, Puffin or Marlins tend to do that. This gets When this hits a hero, destroy a card in their arsenal. If you do create a gold token, oh my god. It's CNC.
Good harpoon.
Holy shit. This card's nuts. Okay. Yeah. This seems really
good. Now, my one question is how it potentially mucks with the ratios in the deck for like harpoons to pumps. So like, can you always have it in? But I assume there's a way to make it work because this just like seems really nice.
You know how to show off your ranger dominance, Andrew? You catch of the day, double shallow water shark harpoon, Alexi, blow up both their arsenals.
I'm in. I'm so in. Let's go back to Living Legend.
Let's go. Let's see some Marlin versus Lexi in LL. Okay, I mean this card seems great.
Really good card.
Yeah, this seems like another 5 out of 5 good card. 167. Let's do a little bit of checking here. 167 is supposed to be a pirate card. Okay. Okay, so now we're on to the cards that all the high C heroes can play. So of note, we have the arms as the like global card that all of them, gold baited hook. So this is probably not an arms, but that's all we can really say.
Probably not.
Yeah. Trench of Watery Depths. When this defends, you may pitch a blue from your graveyard.
Weird card.
So getting resources on defense. Okay, so like maybe you can use unmovable once. Sure.
Yeah. Like it's definitely potent.
Wait,
if you can find a use for it.
This technically is a really baby version of Remembrance. You get a blue back into your deck.
It does recycle a card back into your deck. So like there's something to be said for that for sure.
Sure.
Will it get played over other chess pieces? I kind of doubt it.
Yeah. But cool. There's cool flexibility. Yeah. All right, Pen 169 is going to be the Pirate Majestic. Maybe it revolves around Scurv's stuff. All right, we got Break Open the Chest.
Gold for Puffin, please.
Yeah, it could be. 1 cost Pirate action 3 block. Turn all cards in all arsenals face up. Okay. Then if there's a face up yellow card in any arsenal, create 2 gold tokens. Okay. So this is
not what I meant.
How often is your opponent gonna have a yellow card in their arsenal?
Well, I mean, obviously you can set it up yourself, right? You could put a yellow in your arsenal.
It has to be yourself. It has to be yourself. Like, yeah.
If this didn't cost 1, I'd be so much happier about it. But it costs 1, so I'm sad.
This is the replacement for Loan Shark in Sage.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. I mean, Loan Shark sees play in CC because it's a necessary evil, so this might end up being the same in Sage. But, man, I'm not happy about it.
Huh. It looks like Pirate is the new Yellow Matters deck, by the way. So maybe we'll see a Pirate light hero. One day. All right, Lighten the Load. 0 cost 4 power 2 block. Okay, so we got the Scar for Scar stats. When this attacks, you may discard a card or destroy an item you control. If you do, it gets go again. Okay, so if you have like copper sitting around. If this was a warrior card, I know. I'm thinking from the warrior perspective, but yeah, like what?
Sure.
You're gonna have like silver, gold, copper. What other items could? I mean, you could. Like pirates care about gold, so I don't know if destroying a gold and getting go again feels worth it. Or rum.
Yeah, it's a 2 block, which makes it kind of sketchy. So I don't see a reason to play this.
Yep.
Seems something that has a little more synergy.
Yeah, seems kind of mid. Submerge. 0 cost 6 power. Okay, what is going on? 0 cost 6 power 3 block. Okay, what's the downside? As an additional cost. Okay, of course there's an okay. Put a card from your hand into your deck fit from the top. Okay, it's E-Strike at home. This is actually probably decent. Huh. Huh.
So
Putting
we've had something like this before, right?
yeah.
It was the emissaries.
Yeah, the fifth from the top. Interesting. This was a card we talked about way earlier. Okay, so
here it is. Emissary of Tides was the one that you attack. You put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck to give it +2, so it was a 0 for 6 at that point. It was a 2-block. This is a 3-block though, but it was also just it could be a 0 for 4 if you wanted. This one has to do it.
I know what the artist prompt was for this. They're like, look up Sink Below and make it piratey. And the artist Stormy was like, I got you. Hey, it's Pirate Sink Below.
Yeah, I'm skeptical, if only because this sort of effect, like say for E-Strike, has been at its most effective when decks are like either they needed Go Again, like the bigger decks, so they would like put the ramp thing and get Go Again, which you just can't do, or it could be like a pseudo finisher if you were just bricked on reds, which is not usually an issue for the pirate heroes because they tend to run a lot of blues. So I'm skeptical. I
think this lets you know what's on top of your deck, which is super, like, you don't have to use your compass. Super relevant for Gravy. Being able to ensure that there's a blue for Swell.
I can see that, yeah.
Other cards, Rabble and stuff like that. So
the aforementioned 3 bones, just pop the alley off the top.
This might be playable. It's a popper as well. I mean,
okay.
How many poppers do they have? I don't know. Okay.
A few.
All right, Andrew. Now we come to the 2 cards that I think we could both speak a lot about. I haven't read this card, so hold your horses. Let's see. Herald of Victoria. Okay. 2 cost, 7 power, 3 block. Okay, those are really standard. Wait, hold on. It's a yellow. That's above rate. Reds are the 2 cost 7s. Okay. Instant discard this until end of turn. Attack action cards your opponent. No! Oh no. More tricks to push through. Wow. And it has Phantasm, of course, but wow. Okay, this card doesn't have the on-hit go to soul, though. Okay.
Right.
Kind of similar
and that's what makes this one a big question mark right now.
Yeah.
So this will definitely be worth testing because the floor on this is really high. It is a yellow block 3 with a herald in its name, so you can hit it off a Light of Soul and it works. You can halo it and it works. If it gets popped, you have God, I'm tired. I can't even. Merciful Retribution. God, yeah.
Right, yeah.
If it gets popped there, goes to soul, it works. But like I said, as a yellow, for the most part, it is probably going to be not the thing you want to be attacking with. You would much rather be attacking with the heralds that actually have the on hit. And moreover, because of the instant effect, you don't want this to necessarily be your first pitch in the turn either, despite it being yellow. The downside to that, of course, being if they do pop you with something that this can't get over, now you've got to pay into footsteps, and your backup card was a yellow. So either you are now sending this as your second herald for just 7, which, as a yellow, 2 for 7 is a little bit above rate, but definitely not where you would prefer to be. You would much rather be pretty much any other herald in that scenario. Or you can get away with it if your other herald was a war tune. So you can still, pay through the popper even on a 2 yellow pitch hand. So there is some downside for sure to running this. With that said, it is pretty flexible, and you're very likely to be just pitching this into your deck early on in the game, which means that late in the game, when it kind of doesn't matter if it has an on hit because the on hit is death, 2 for 7, sure, sign me up.
Seems like a role player card that have to test it out a bit. This is one of those cards that just by simply existing makes your opponents nervous. Like, one of the things Damien told me is like 6 is not a popper. I'm like, really? I like CNC. He's like, they're gonna blow Halo in response.
People were already going up to 8 against us with the look toughs to guarantee that we couldn't even
Herald of Triumph
So
and
Herald of
Figment of Triumph.
Herald of Triumph, and then Halo to get over a 7-power popper. Like,
hey, now technically look tough. You technically could, if you attack with a
if we want
Herald
to
of
go
Triumph,
super heavy against Siege, sure.
yeah, you could reduce it down to 5.
Uh,
But okay, cool card.
yeah. I don't know. The thing I worry about with this card more than anything else is if you're trying to hold it to use it, you're going to get forced to arsenal it sometimes, which is not exactly where you want to be with this card.
Mm-hmm.
The rate is still fine, but it's not a real herald when you are attacking with it.
Yep. You can also reduce like the Katsu or Briar's breakpoints down to 3, which might be relevant.
That's the other thing. It is. It also, yes, just
it's
an
shelter at home.
Go wide region
if you could block 3 chain links, possibly if you block 4 chain links, it's a 4 block. So sure.
Yeah, there were matchups we were already popping Halo to do this exact effect. So sure, so much the better.
This also screws over Bolton, but what doesn't at this point?
It does do that.
Speaking of Bolton,
all right,
we got Roaring Beam. All right, 0 cost. Already like it. Yellow Pitch, like it. An attack reaction. Oh, now we're talking my language. It doesn't block for 2. All right, we've learned our lesson from Courageous Steel Hand. Thumbs up. Okay, what is this? Create a courage token. Okay, Bolton likes courage tokens, sure. If there are no cards in Soul, that's kind of rare. Return this to its owner's hand, then charge your soul. This card has so many applications. Holy. Okay, first of all, you have never been able to charge at reaction speed. That just does not exist in Bolton. So being able to charge at reaction speed, pretty cool. You gotta have no cards in your soul. I guess this is more applicable to Sage than in CC, because in CC you have armor that can charge, you have soul shield, you have saving grace, and you just have like more cards enter your soul, Lumina Ascension, like things just enter your soul all the time. But in Sage, you can also, dude, this is the checkmate move with Raiden, but not in Sage, obviously. You could, you used to troll people. You attacked with Raiden for 0. They're like, oh shit, beacon of victory. How many cards are in your soul? Like 6. They're like, oh no. This is that. It's like, okay, attack with Raiden for 0, and they're like, oh shit. If you have no cards in soul, you can Roaring Beam it. Okay, I mean, just the first the thing that like you could charge at reaction speed. That's already going to unlock a lot of cool things.
Sure.
Somebody's saying V for Valor. Technically, yes, but you know what I mean. Good cards.
So, is there ever a world where you don't charge this? You charge some other card from your hand after returning it?
Yep. Because then you get to do this again if you want. Which is very interesting. I don't know if there's a style of Bolton that remains at no soul, but there's also ways to empty your soul and then play this. Like you could Beacon of Victory, or you could play what's that? Battlefield Blitz, the newest Bolton card, the one that makes tokens based. Well, no, that doesn't quite work that way. There's not very many ways to drain your soul except Lumina Lance, Sea Cat, Beacon of Victory, and your hero ability. So this card's cool. Unfortunately, Bolton doesn't have Raiden and Sage, so I don't know if this fixes it, but cool. Why not? All right, 179. This must be a light 179 right here. Okay, so this is going to be the Vestige of Soul equivalent. So probably not in the chest. So this is probably... I mean, we already kind of have a helmet that we share. So probably because we like Halo of Illumination. So probably
this could be the arms. I would accept this being the arms.
Yeah, this could be light arms. Bolton already has several choices there, so Yeah, this is probably
It has several choices for like every slot, right?
That is true. For those Bolton players out there, stop running 15 equipments in your deck. All right, Soul Ray plating. I'm gonna just before reading this, I'm gonna guess that this is like the Solar Flexus or Vestige of Soul replacement. Let's see. Blade Break 1. If you be dealt damage, you may banish a card from your soul to prevent 1 of that damage. If you do, destroy this at the beginning of the end phase. No. No. No, I don't want to banish cards from my soul to block 1. Oh my god. There was a shitty card from where we're gonna put you on blast. Where the heck are you? This. No. No.
I remember this one.
No. Why? Stop it. Oh my. Is there any world where we ever want this? No, right?
I wouldn't think so, no.
All right. Bolton is running the Unity chest. Prism. I don't know. What would Prism run? maybe Prism runs this. Maybe. All right. Pen 181. This is the light majestic. So this is something like Sea Cat, Soul Shield, stuff like that. Blessing of Themis. Okay, so these are the light cards that both Prism and Bolton can use.
Yep.
Traditionally, these cards have either been... technically, both of you could use it, but only one of you really uses it. Let's see. I'm guessing this is the Prism one. Let's see. 0 cost, light action aura,
honestly.
3 block. Let's go again. Okay, so I'm wondering why sometimes Go Again is at the top, Go Again's at the bottom. So I don't know. Okay. When this enters the arena, name a card. Okay. Turn all cards with the name in banished zones face down. Okay. But we just banished Chain from the game, so I don't know if we need this. Whenever a card with that name is banished while this is in the arena, turn that card face down. At the start of your turn, goes into your soul. Ooh. But it doesn't charge. Yeah. Dude, you have no idea how annoyed Bolton players are that things just go to your soul and they don't charge.
So for that reason, it might be slightly more of a Prism card. Just getting a free soul at the start of your turn. Very nice.
The Herald of Judgment, isn't that Themis?
Yeah.
So that's the one that flipped the things. Yeah. The anti-chain card in Monarch draft. Turn all cards with that name.
This is pretty nice against Vince. It'll catch some random strays against like Katsu, where you like name their big combo piece. You know, if they don't have it, at least that's a turn where they couldn't do it for sure. There's some other random things you can catch out with this as well, probably. And then you're just getting a free soul at the end of it. So for Prism, too bad. It's again yellow, block 3, so the Flurry isn't too bad. It's a little bit too niche and unimpactful to perhaps even run an experiment. I don't know if this would finally see play, but might be worth trying out.
So a theme of the light versus shadow is that light always like targets the banish zone, and the shadow cards always target the soul. So that's like the theme of this. So this is on theme. Is it good? Probably not.
It turns on Vestige, which might be all we need.
You're making a War of the Monarch cube. This probably goes in the cube.
Sure.
All right, Duty Bound Blitz. Hey, it's Bolton. Hey.
It's a Bolton card.
Yeah, I made a tweet about this. I said, all right, Andrew, you're my teammate. You should know the rule by now. What is the rule?
If it's got the hero's face on it, it's probably good.
And it doesn't have a helmet. That too. Both of those things, it's probably a good card. All right, so 0 cost, 5 2 block, light attack action. Play this only if a yellow card has been put into your soul this turn. Go again. 5 go again. Pretty good. 0 cost. Seems decent.
Yeah.
It's above rate.
2 block is a little awkward.
Yeah, but this is your cube Bolton players that you shouldn't be blocking as much.
But we've been seeing so much Bolton stuff that cares about yellow cards that the fact that the one in yellow is a 0 for 4 with Go Again is honestly quite nice.
Yep. Yeah, you probably are playing. If you're going to play this, you probably play the. I don't know if you're going to run a full play set of this, but like this is a nice card to have. Okay. Soul Bond Belief. 0 cost, 3 attack, 2 attack, or 1 attack, block 3. When this attacks, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is yellow, put it into your soul, and this gets +1. Now, this is a awkward card because Prism almost never sends baby attacks, and Bolton, it just says put into your soul. So who is this for?
Yeah, again, the yellow one, just because it's a yellow, might work for either of them, but yeah, it's not that big a thing. I can imagine a world where you like set this up in Prism with like some of the rebirth effects, where you like stack a Herald on top of your deck and then play this and immediately reveal that and stick it into Soul. But that's just so middling on the front end. Like it's like, not even just middling, kind of weak on the front end. That I don't think it's real.
Sure. Give it a 2.
Okay.
All right. Now we're on to the Levia Pound of Flesh. 0 cost, Shadow Brute action, blocks 3. Each hero banishes a card from their hand. Each hero who didn't banish a card with 6 or more power this way loses 1 life. Oh no. I can't do it.
Okay.
Wow, this is disruption though. Huh.
It is. It's still neg for the most part. But as you see, Slithering Shadowpeed likes it.
Yeah, that's true. And Levia can play certain cards out of the banish zone.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all shadow cards. I don't think there's a Shadow Brute card you can play out of banish unless she's flipped.
Let me recheck the wording on Deep Rooted Evil. I think Deep Rooted Evil is the other big one for this.
Okay.
That is a 6 power.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like you could absolutely do that. You could do this, banish Deep Rooted Evil from your hand, and then immediately replay the Deep Rooted Evil as for 6.
It's pretty good. Okay. Blue block 3. Probably see some play. But Deep Rooted Evil is a Majestic. So
it is. We're not talking Sage for that. I don't think there's enough synergy for it in Sage. So it's you'd almost treat this more like a panic button to like turn off your blood debt.
Oh yeah. Okay,
but
I see.
Pretty mediocre.
Huh. Okay. So maybe a 2. All right. This was for Chain, but no longer. So it's for Vincent. Deep Recesses of Existence. 4 cost, 6 power. Shadow Runeblade attack action card, blocks 3, has Blood Debt, has Rune Gate. When the combat chain closes, you may banish this face down. If you do, for each hero who has lost life this turn, banish a card from their graveyard. 4 cost Rune Gate. Not the easiest thing to get out.
It isn't.
But it's a blue.
But remember, if this is Vincent, you're banishing another Rune Gate out of your own graveyard because you're spending life as well, right?
Yep. Well,
so it's setting up your next Rune Gate play.
Yes, if you use your hero ability to pay a life to make your Rune Champ. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Okay. But that feels like
it sucks that it is expensive like that, but there's some power here.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to see this in action to really judge.
And of course, the random strays you can do against the opponent hero is just icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Getting Gravy's allies or other random things.
Yep. Or an important piece that they need to recur or something. Okay. We'll give it a 3 for now. All right. Then we have the Majestic Shadow Equipment, which we don't know. And then we have the Shadow Equipment Arms. If this would be
Temper 2.
Yeah, Temper 2 Blood Debt. If this would be put into your graveyard from anywhere, instead banish it. Okay, so
I think these are just Levia's Arms and Sage.
Yep. These look like Levia's Arms and Sage. Pen 193. This is the Shadow Majestic. Something like Shadow Puppetry. Guardian of the Shadow Realm, something similar to that. Engulfing Shadows, 0 cost. Okay, this is the one Mansant was showing. This card is nuts. This is another 6 out of 5 card.
Very nice, yeah.
This card, I think he talked about it in his video quite a bit, but basically, like, if you flipped into Blasmo, like, this just gives you an extra intellect. If you have 3 of these in the graveyard, holy shit, that's just 3 turns of extra intellect. It's not even like 1 extra intellect. It's like 2 extra intellect because you get to play a card on both turns. This is just
the
value.
fact it doesn't get another effect to banish itself also means it can help you turbo up your blood debt count if you care about that. For maybe you want to do a redeemed play, or maybe you're being spicy and trying to make Hexagore work for when claws are gone.
Yep.
Or you may be just doing something like the Death Hydra play that you need a bunch of blood debt for that to not kill you.
Yep.
But yeah, it just makes it easier to build up a large amount of blood debt pretty quickly.
This is it's a yellow block 4, guys. Crazy. Don't play this in Vincent or Chain though, but like,
no shot.
It has Leviathan on it. You know, pay attention.
Come on, yeah.
All right, Depths of Despair. 3 cost, 7 power, 3 block, blood debt. When this defends, banish it when the combat chain closes.
What? The yellow one I could theoretically see getting played in Levia, maybe. Again, if you just needed to boost your blood debt count, but that seems a little sketchy.
I think there's like some shadow non-attack action that's like choose a attack action from your banished zone. You may play it this turn or something.
There's not a lot of that, and it's all pretty inefficient. Okay, so that's a very outside chance.
This is just to power up your blood debt faster for a redeemed.
Yeah, again, this just powers up your blood debt, and if that's a thing you need to do, sure, you could play a couple copies of that.
Yeah.
But right now, that's more speculative than actual. This next card, I don't know why you play this.
Fasting.
Like what?
Why? 0 cost, shadow action, 3 block, blood debt. The next red action card you play this turn gets go again. So this is yellow. This is blue. What? Huh? Okay. So
I don't understand why you would play this card. It blocks 3 because I think a lot of the other ones that do this are like 2 blocks maybe. But
this is Captain's Call. But are there any red non-attack action cards that you'd want to have go? Oh, you could play this, Read the Runes, and then launch your giant ass RuneGate card.
You know, I got it. You play Tome of Torment. Huh?
Yeah. Draw a card, but it doesn't have go again.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just spent 2 cards to draw 1 card. Good job.
Oh no, see, the Tome of Torment was out of the banish though, so you didn't really cost 2 cards. You were just cycling.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, now you have an extra blood debt though. Wait, this could be played from your banish zone.
This can.
Wait, no.
Tome of Torment.
Oh, wait.
If this could be played for the banish zone, it'd be crazy.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm thinking too much in chain terms.
Could you imagine? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah. Let's not do that. Okay. This is a weird card. We're gonna.
Okay, actually, someone in chat pointed out it is a shadow thing, which means that it might be useful in Vin just for that text, so you can activate your hero power. Sure, I could see that. But the only thing about that is Vin plays so many different colors of attacks that it's kind of hard to guarantee that this will help you when you need it to.
This kind of allows you to go too wide. I don't know how you. That's difficult. It's difficult to go too wide. But maybe this allows you to go too wide. I don't know. Okay, we have gotten out of the light versus shadow section, and now we're onto the Aria section.
Plenty of stuff to go over here.
Oh boy. Okay, so this is Elemental Guardian, so AKA Oldhim, Starvo, Jarl, Terra, yeah. 2 cost.
And this right here, this is a Terra card.
Yeah, 2 card, 3 block, create 3 might tokens. If an Earth card was pitched, create 4 might tokens instead. So 2 cards for 4 might tokens.
And if you're
And
Terra, you spend the third resource to make the fifth token.
2-card 5 doesn't excite me though, Andrew.
Yeah, it lets you stack up damage on one turn potentially, but you're right, it does not feel particularly potent.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of Elemental Guardians as a Dark player. All right, moving on to Elemental Rangers, aka Lexi and Lexi.
No.
All right, so
Yeah,
one cost 5 for 3. Okay, so this is a standard Ranger stat line. When this attacks, if a lightning or elemental attack would deal damage. Oh my god, it's ball lightning. Oh no! Oh no! Oh,
it is.
all
it's on
you,
an arrow,
oh,
so that
no.
makes it a little trickier to stack these together.
Oh no! So all you judges that
it is pretty sweet.
Thought you could get away with not knowing what ball lightning does, now you need to know it. If a lightning or elemental attack would deal damage, it deals that much damage plus 1. If a lightning card was pitched to play this, go again. So lightning fuse and lightning bond, 2 different things. Lightning bond is pitching a lightning card. And it doesn't say pitch this turn, it says pitch to play this.
Yeah, which does make it a little bit trickier to stack this with like the snapshot combo stuff.
Yep.
Because you need to have both a lightning in pitch and then also a lightning in hand to fuse the snapshot with.
Sure.
But that can still kind of go pretty hard.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time though, honestly, this one just with the way the loading of the bows ends up working, you kind of need to start the turn with this in arsenal.
Yes.
And do this as like your first attack, and then use the bows to do like the snapshot or whatever else you're doing.
Potentially very cool card. Definitely gonna have to remember what shock charmers and all the arm effects do very carefully. All right, Elemental Runeblade, aka Briar, Aurora, Florian.
Or in this case, I think Florian more than the others.
1 cost, Earth Runeblade action 2 block until end of turn. If you would create 1 or more Elemental or Runeblade Aura tokens, Rune Chance, instead create that many plus 1 of each of those tokens. So this is a replacement for Mordred-Tide. If an Earth card
Sage Mordred-Tide
pitched to play this, create an embodiment of Earth. And of note, Viserai is not an elemental Runeblade, so take your ball and go home, Viserai. Okay, yeah, okay. Sure.
It makes me wonder if there's like some kind of rune chant stacking Florian deck out there.
It could be. They have a lot of D-reacts that kind of wear you down a little bit. Maybe. This is a 2 block, so it's probably a good card.
Yeah, seems definitely some potential.
Yeah, there. Some potential. So we'll go 3.5. All right, Elemental Wizard, aka Acilio, Icelander, Verdance. Technically can play this. Should she? Probably not. So, Voltic Veil.
Really, this is an Acilio card.
This is an Acilio card, guys. 1 cost, Elemental Wizard instant, so you can discard it to a 0 ability. Prevents the next 4 damage that would be dealt to you this turn, so this floats. This isn't next 4 damage that a source would deal. Lightning Bond, if a lightning card was pitched to play this, deal 1 arcane damage to all opposing heroes. Little UPF synergy there.
I don't hate it.
Do you want to be pitching a card on your opponent's turn?
Well, not in CC. Like in CC, I think that the fact that it is a 1 cost is probably too much. And in fact, there's a much better version of this effect for CC later on. But again, I said earlier, in Sage, I don't know what Acilio's deck would look like, and he might be doing some more like kind of classic wizard stuff. In which case, this could maybe fit the curve.
Okay.
And it is an instant that you can just cycle out for him. So I see potential.
Okay.
Again, this is one, it's very much a maybe. Could turn out to be trash, could turn out to be very good.
Okay. We'll Look at this, a 3. Don't play this in Icelander or Verdance. Elemental Strike, aka E-Strike for Elemental Heroes. I think this was one of the first cards we ever saw. 0 cost, 5 power, 3 block. So it's got the E-Strike stats. As an additional cost, even more E-Strike. As an additional cost to play this, banish a card.
It is E-Strike. What are you talking about?
If it's Earth, it gets 7. If it's Lightning, it gets Go again. Ice, it gets Dominate. So the only synergy with banishing cards is with Earth. So I'm leaning towards this being good for Earth. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, in Lightning Heroes, you just play E-Strike. Ice Heroes.
It's an okay rate Earth card.
Yeah.
Ice, I don't see that being very relevant. Yeah, Lightning, you can give actual E-Strike Go again, in which case you're just getting the card back.
There are several Earth effects that could allow you to get your threshold at 8 a little bit faster, or 4 if you're playing Blitz, because obviously you cannot play this in Sage. But yeah, okay. An extra way to banish a card.
But
it's too strong, right? Probably. But
as is,
cool card.
I don't know.
Cool card. Probably going to get a Marvel version of it. Probably a 4.5 out of 5 in the right deck.
Sure.
Colors of Aria. While this is face up in any zone, it is Earth, Ice, and Lightning. So Lexi can flip this up. You can pitch this card. Technically,
you can pitch it for channels. You can fuse with it. You can do a lot of stuff with this. It's pretty flexible, and it is a 3 block. So
yeah. This is the this is probably a glue please for a lot of elemental decks in Sage, because it's properly
if you're a deck that doesn't mind just running a 3 for 7, then sure.
Yeah. 4 out of 5. Frosthaven Sheath. So this is a cycle here. This is the D-React cycle. They all block for 5. They all cost 1. If an ice card, or Earth, or Lightning was pitched, create a Frostbite, create an embodiment of Earth, create an embodiment of Lightning.
So the ice one is obviously quite good.
Yeah, this is being able to tax your opponent's resources is important. Of note, this is not an ice card, so this does not trigger Icelander's Frostbite thing. She can't even play it.
It also does not trigger Jarl.
She's not. It's not blue. It's a direct. You could play it from Arsenal, but yeah. Okay, yep. And Jarl as well, yep. Probably a good effect. But you need something to use the other resources for. But yeah.
Right.
The Earth one.
The other
also
one's kind of sketchier to me.
Yeah. Lightning heroes aren't really big fans of.
They don't like pitching.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
The Earth one, maybe if you can find things to do the resource with, but it's still a little tough.
So maybe this is like a 3. This is like a 2. This is like a 1.5, maybe something like that. All right, next cycle laden with Earth, Frost, Lightning. Okay, this is gonna annoy me. Why? Oh my god. Ice, Earth, Lightning, and then oh no, it's like the hook, line, sinker.
It's alphabetical, Josh.
No.
It's okay. It's alphabetical.
Oh no. Okay, what is this cycle? Laden with so this costs 1. They all cost 1. They all block 2. They all have Go again. Your next attack is +3. +3.
These are kind of junky.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to be.
The ice one's okay because again, giving frostbites is very strong.
Yeah.
And the lightning one again, you don't want to be pitching in the lightning deck, so it's hard to justify this.
Yeah. The Earth one could curve out into decent into some decent plays. Like there's a lot of 2-cost stuff. Yeah.
Sure, you could do this into like a Summer's Fall or something. Yeah. But the fact that it is itself not an Earth card, if this was an Earth card, I'd feel a lot better about it.
That is true. Elemental. Yeah. Okay, so again, I think the Frost is probably a 3. This is probably a 2. This is probably 1.5. All right, Earth Runeblade, a.k.a. Florian and Briar.
Mm-hmm.
1
Briar, but Florian.
Earth Runeblade action blocks 2. Decompose. You may banish 2 Earth cards and an action card. from your graveyard if you do create an embodiment of Earth. So a way to decompose without attacking. Create 3 rune chant tokens.
So this is the thing you play on the same turn as that mini Mordred we saw earlier.
Yeah. In CC, I guess you could. Well, he's technically banned. In LL, you could go grasp into this. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that mini Mordred type thing
again,
from before.
if there is if there is a rune chant stacking Florian deck, this will be a big part of it.
Yeah. Earth Wizard, aka Verdance. 0 cost Earth action wizard, blocks 3. It says gain a life, decompose. If you do, you can search your deck for an Earth Aura with cost less than the life you gain this turn. Reveal it, shuffle it, put it on the top of your deck.
Search for a Ring of Roses. This is not a Sage card.
Yep. But is this even that good in Sage? You are assuming you're not online. This is 1 value out of a card, and your action point.
I mean, yeah, you're definitely going under rate in order to get your Ring of Roses out.
Sure.
A little more guaranteed and a little faster. And then once you've got the ring, the remaining ones can be blocked with pretty easily.
Okay.
At least ideally they can.
Yeah,
I think Verdances will definitely at least experiment with it to start. It might turn out that, as you say, being a red thing that just gains a life, but I mean, it does decompose without having to attack, though, which can be relevant.
Yep. Sure. All right. Pen 215. This is the Earth Majestic, so this is probably not in the chest slot because they have bark skin. So I'm guessing this is not in the leg slot either because Storm Striders is so core to Verdances.
I could see it being a head slot to replace Crown of Seeds.
Yeah. Pen 215 probably a head slot. Limb. I think this wasn't this one of the Rosetta cards? I think they.
Oh yeah, there was a hat in Rosetta Limited that was
I think
it was good in limited.
If there are 4 more Earth cards in your banish zone, this gets +1. Do your thing, get 2 value. This seems
I think you
worse.
probably got better options.
Yeah, this seems worse than Blade Break equipment into most decks. Pen 217. This is the Earth Majestic. Doubling Season.
Another funny card.
Wait a second. This 3 cost, 0 power, 3 block. Okay. While this is face up in any zone, if it would get, this is a Terra card. If it would gain power, instead it gains that much +1. All right, so might tokens double. Cool. Generate a bunch of might tokens.
You want as many instances of +1 as you can get, and you need at least 7 of them for this itself to like be worth it, right? And that seems difficult. That card we saw earlier at the beginning of the elemental section, again, it gets you 5 of them.
Wait, 7?
But
7 might tokens would be 14.
Yeah, but remember, you spent something to get those might tokens, and this itself is 3 cost card. So I'm saying for this itself to be a 3 for 7, you need to have
at least
7
instances. Okay, that's way less good then. Maybe you can make some meme deck out of this, but
sure, you could do some crazy funny combo stuff with this and like Thrive, for example.
Sure.
And as well as actually there's a card in a moment here that works pretty well with this as well.
Yep. Oath of Oak, make 3 embodiments of Earth tokens. I don't know why you would spend your whole turn doing this, but maybe.
I mean, technically has a lot of potential value, but seems pretty inconsistent.
Yeah.
It is nice, at least, that is a card which itself is a non-attack action, so you can block with that card if you have embodiments of Earth.
Yep. Sprout Strength.
This is the other one that works with Doubling Season.
Yep. +1/+1/+1. Which is very different than +3.
Good bump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think Briar might just run this.
You might be right. Okay, moving on to the ice stuff. Ice Guardian, aka Oldhim, Jarl. 3 cost, Guardian. Ice Guardian action blocks for 2. Just choose 1 or more. Frozen ally, frozen aura, frozen equipment, frozen item. I have never seen a frozen aura. What?
Yeah, so to understand this card, I think you need to go actually down a couple cards to channel Glacia's Cradle.
Mm-hmm. 0 cost, ice action aura, defense for 2. When this enters at the start of your turn, freeze target ally or item or equipment that is in the arena. It can't be activated. And then you can channel ice. Remember, Andrew, there was like a whole, there was like a debacle with like frozen to death or something. I can't remember what the card was. But people were like, oh my god, my card doesn't unfreeze. And then Joshua Scott was like, it unfreezes, guys.
I do not remember that. But this, notably, this one, it is worded in such a way that they do not unfreeze until the channel leaves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unlike most other freeze effects, which only last until the start of your next turn. Mm-hmm. So, you play the channel out, it enters, it freezes something. You pitch an ice on that turn, so it sticks around. Start of your next turn, you freeze another thing. There are now 2 frozen things in play, and at this point, you play that card we were just looking at, and you get to destroy 2 cards. Or if somehow you can pitch 2 ice cards and keep the channel around for a third turn, you can destroy 3 different frozen cards.
Yep. Of note, because we jumped forward a little bit, this is a ice action blue, so Icelander can play this. And we all know just how strong Channel Lake Frigid was at keeping you away from your game plan. Freezing an equipment piece could be very, very, very annoying for certain decks. Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, so that's...
I don't know if it's very good. Honestly, the fact that it destroys equipment is kind of the most interesting thing to me, because it's what Jarl would do, but you don't have to like get counters on it. So, obviously, Jarl is not a Sage hero right now, but like, there's an outside shot you could like try and make something happen here.
Also of note, your opponent has no agency in this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't matter. They don't have to block with it. They don't have to do nothing. You just pick a thing, freeze it, and then destroy it on the next turn, ideally.
How are you pitching a card when you play this on your turn? This costs 0.
Well, so that it is a 0 cost one without a go again. So that is a little tricky. You have to do something else. So I don't know. I do not know the answer.
Okay, but potentially there's something here. Both these cards look interesting. Okay, Frostspike, another Icelander card, 0 cost. Create a Frostbite in an exposed equipment zone. It is an ice card that can be played on the opponent's turn. Doesn't have to come from the arsenal, I think. So this is just like create 2 Frostbites. 1 in a zone, 1 in there. This is pretty good.
Well, they have to have an exposed zone.
Yeah, which is a little bit harder.
Icelander,
yeah, they might have AB, yeah.
They're playing AB, right?
Yeah, unless they're playing Achilles.
And the other thing about it is it isn't optional, and it doesn't say an opponent's exposed zone.
Ooh.
So if they don't have one, and you do, you frostbite yourself.
Oh boy.
So it's kind of
that is interesting. I don't know if we'll ever see that, but that's pretty cool. It doesn't block though.
I don't know about that one.
The power level, like giving an opponent 2 Frostbites, could just earn their turn. So like the power is there, but there's some risk because it doesn't block. So
yeah.
Okay, Pen 227 going to be the Ice Majestic. Not going to be in the chest slot because Heart of Ice is already there. Shattering Grasp. Action, destroy this. Destroy target frozen ally.
I mean, if we're getting more freeze effects.
Battle Worn 1. Why not? Battle Worn is a little bit of a rare thing. So, sure. Pen 229. This is the Ice Majestic, similar to Channel Oblique Expanse, Channel Lake Frigid, stuff like that. Conquer the Icy Terrain has Jarl on it. I guess technically Oldham could play it. or Starvo, but this is a 3 for 7, 2 block. When this hits a hero, they may pay 2. If they don't, you may destroy a frozen card in their arsenal or frozen non-hero permanent they control. So you can blow up an ally or their arsenal unless they pay 2 or they block it.
Yeah.
Sure.
It is an ice card, so it has your on it. So it is ultimately a 3 for 7 or 3 for 5 blue that sticks to Frostbite on them if they've got an exposed zone, which might be worth it in and of itself. And the fact that, again, the frozen side of things does feel a little inconsistent to set up with this card. But it could show up and could be worth it. So I think it's just, I really want this card to be a 3 block, honestly.
Yeah.
But it is ice, it has the talent, so I think that would probably push.
Yeah, being an ice card, useful enough in Jarl because you get the Frostbite. 2.5. All right, put on ice.
Yeah.
1 cost. Ice action.
Freezing allies.
Freeze 3 allies. This is played from Arsenal, draw a card. So the blue can be played by Icelander. Cool. It's Polar Blast,
it's
Cold
nice.
Snap.
Not having Waning Mood in the Sage makes these kinds of things so much less exciting.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this is just like if maybe they tested a bit and they're like, well, Dromai is like lopsided into certain heroes, so
yeah, I don't know. This feels both niche and also, even when that niche comes up, not particularly effective.
I do think the fact that it replaces itself if you set it up could present like, because if you do this at the correct moment, this could save you a ton of life, but only against only against like a board of Dromai dragons, I guess. Potential, but maybe too niche. All right, Lightning Runeblade, aka Aurora Briar, Sigil of Voltaris.
No, it's Runeblade, not Wizard. No. We were so close, Asilios. We were so close.
When this enters and leaves, deal an arcane damage. Beginning of your action phase, destroy it. I feel like we've seen another card just like this, but maybe I'm.
Yeah, we saw the Runeblade version that was a block 3 action that had to banish an aura to do this effect.
Yeah.
So it's lightning. It's blue. That will matter for some things.
Yeah, this is another punish for people that don't run AB1 against Aurora.
Yep.
She plays CLV and then pokes you, and then you cry. Strike twice. This is the Acilia one. 1 cost, Lightning Wizard action, blocks for 3. Deal 3 arcane damage to any target. If you've dealt arcane damage to any opposing hero, you may play this as though it were an instant. So snapback, sort of.
Yeah, it's 3 more copies of snapback.
Oh, it is literally snapback. Cool. Okay.
So this is what I was saying earlier, that Acilia might play a little bit more traditional wizardy in Sage because he's got access to stuff like this for doing good chunks of arcane on the opponent's turn.
And even in Rosetta Limited, there were multiple ways to play Acilia. You could draft Big Spell Acilia. You could draft Lightning Acilia. So cool. All right. Seems like a good card.
I think this is a very good card.
Yep. All right. Pen 239. This is the Lightning Majestic. Voltic Vanguard. Destroy this. Prevent the next 2 damage that will be dealt to you. Activate this only if you played an instant card this turn. So do your Acilio thing. Get 2 prevention on 1 source. No. It floats. Never mind. This might be
if there's a matchup where you don't want Flash of Brilliance, maybe, but Flash of Brilliance is so good. But again, that's me thinking true. CC Acilio again. But even so, like, it feels like this is sideboard at best.
Sure. 2.5. All right, Pen 241. This is the Lightning Majestic. Kind of blanking on Lightning Majestics, but I'm sure they exist. Ion Charged, 0 cost. So this is the rare. Unlike, I guess most of the rares in this set do not come in multiple colors. So this is a yellow Lightning instant until end of turn. Lightning and elemental attacks get +1 while they have go again. Okay, so
kind of interesting.
So if it says on hit go again, you don't get the +1. But I don't think there's very many.
Now that's not a very common thing in Lightning. That particular effect.
So,
however, at the same time, it's not always the easiest thing to chain together multiple go again attacks. Like, because clearly with a card like this, you want to go at least 3 of them, right? So Aurora, I could see potentially using this because she has her weapon that is just an automatic +1 with this.
It doesn't say attack action cards; it just says attacks.
Right. And of course, as an instant, there's some consideration for Acilio, but again, with him, it's really hard to get this like up to rate. So there could be some experimentation, but I think it's just a little too low value most of the time, would be my guess.
Yeah, probably 1.5.
In Aurora, it could be like quite good. It could be worth 3 or 4 pretty consistently. In which case, sure, maybe.
All right, 1 cost, 1 power, 3 block with go again.
Ooh.
If you played an instant card, this chain link gets +3.
We ain't out here to play leg taps in Lightning Heroes.
Are you? Yeah, I guess in CC this wouldn't see any play. In Sage, I thought we're saying that we wanted them to. This just requires you to keep your whole hand and then play like Discharge or Lightning. This is with Lightning Press is pretty good. 7 out of nowhere.
Yeah, again, it's a 1 for 4 go again, which is meh.
Okay.
It blocks 3. That's nice, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Cloud Cover.
This is sweet.
This is
already
interesting.
Existed, but now we get it.
This is Calming Breeze, but for Lightning Heroes.
Kind of. It's a 1 instance prevention, so you can't like get break point.
This is not brush off, but it's Oasis. It's kind of okay.
But
cool.
It's pretty darn good. And importantly, it is a defensive card that Acilio can run that still gets used on like a big Gone in the Flash Greaves combo turn. It still works. So, yeah, CC Acilio, I think, will absolutely be trying this out.
Cool. All right, we have left Aria and entered Uprising, a.k.a. the Draconic Era. Haboob. 0 cost.
Weird card.
Draconic Illusionist action aura, 3 block, go again. At the start of each turn, put a storm counter on this, then destroy it unless you destroy an ash you control for each storm counter on it. Attack action cards get -1 while attacking or defending. So this applies to both heroes. Huh. Well, first of all, my brother plays Illusionist, and he mentioned that, or plays Drumeye, and says, we're not swimming in ash, despite what Uvia might have you think. Yeah. Huh.
To be fair, you only need to spend 1 ash to get this for an entire turn cycle, right? So if you play it, for example, after you're done with all your normal attack actions, and like you're just doing dragon attacks, which just doesn't reduce,
right?
You can reduce their thing and make them harder to pop, and then at the start of their turn, destroy your 1 ash. All their attacks get -power, which is, potentially a significant damage reduction to their turn if they were trying to keep cards to go wide,
right.
Or might mess with their breakpoints for like trying to kill your dragons, right? Because their 0/4s don't kill your Mira guy now, right? And then, but if you want to keep it beyond that, it comes back to your turn. Now you have to pay 2 ash to keep it for your entire turn. For again, if you want your dragons to have less phantasm, and it will hurt your own attack actions there, and then 3 more ash if you want to keep it around for their next turn again, which probably would never go for those 2 extras. So I would think this should be viewed from the lens of pay a single ash, or just as the anti-phantasm effect for your own turn.
Uh, I don't know if this will see play in Sage, but this is the
I have
card
no idea how
that
this is, by the way. Like, this is
this is the card that LSS decided to give Dromai in Sage. So try it out if you're a Dromai player, I guess. I'm not even going to give a grade to this. I have no clue. All right, Draconic Ninja, aka Syndra Phi. Inflame the Firebrand, 0 cost to attack, 3 block. When this attacks, if you control 2 or more Draconic Chain Links, it gets go again. 3 or more, your attacks are Draconic, this combat chain. 4 or more, this gets +2. So you could use this as a mini Lava Burst. You could use this as a middle of the chain type of thing to get to your 3rd or 4th chain link with Syndra or with Phi. Seems like a great glue piece. Very easy for this to have go again. Very easy for this to get to come in for 4 with go.
It's okay. So it's sometimes a little tricky for Syndra to get this up to 4. Actually, at least before like this is like a finisher, which this as a finisher isn't like the greatest thing ever. But for Phi, who gets 2 free links between the Phoenix Flame and the Ember Blade, this feels really sweet.
Yep. And this card seems like it's one of those few cards that's powerful enough to make the bridge to CC. So
yeah, for sure. Oh, and of course, if you're playing Sage Syndra and you're doing like dagger stuff, like pitching and attacking with the kunais, sure, then this fits in pretty easily there as well.
Yeah, and making all your attacks draconic, obviously very relevant for Syndra. Less relevant for Phi, but you never know. Yeah. Okay. We move to the Fang card, Smoldering Steel. This is kind of cool. Draconic Warrior attack reaction blocks 3. Most of the Draconic Warrior attack reactions block 2, so this already has my interest peaked. Target dagger gets +1, and when this hits a hero, deal 1 damage to them. So because of the Obsidian Fire Veins, this comes in for 3. On hit, deal 1 more. So that is on rate with the other attack reactions if they don't block, and below rate if they do block. While this is in your...
Really, it feels so easy to just put a 3 block in front of one of those, you know?
Fair. While this is in your graveyard, if 1 or more Frostbite tokens would be created under your control, instead you may banish this. So Lexi that tries to Arctic Incarceration you could be like, no thank you.
Relevant text and Sage, for sure.
I mean, you probably are playing at least one of these. It seems like there's enough Ice Heroes, and Ice Heroes seem good enough that they probably tested a little bit of Fang versus Icelander, and they're like, oh no, Fang really needs this effect. So, yeah, we'll take it. We got Draconic Majestic equipment, so very unlikely to be the boots or the chest because we got Flamescale Furnace and the Dragon Scalers. Yep. So probably head or arms. Smoldering Scales. If you, I was about to say, do your hero's quest get a bonus? That is not true. Your opponent does something, and you say no.
Block 2 shows at base. You just run this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, relevant. It is very funny that their Draconic is being set up so hard as like the anti-ice thing right now.
Yeah. Fire and ice. Yeah, dude. Thaw was a card I picked up when Fang got released. I'm like, maybe we'll play Thaw. We never played Thaw. All right, Ped 254. This is the Draconic Majestic. Oath of Loyalty, Loyal to Beyond the Grave. Cards like that. Yeah, there's Uprising from the original Uprising set. Okay, Fire that Burns Within. So Draconic. So this could be played in Phi, Syndra, or Phi, or Fang. Sorry.
Well, Phoenix Flame. So
I was like, hold on. It says Phoenix Flame. Okay, this is a Phi card. 1 cost, 2 power, 2 block. You may discard a Phoenix Flame. If you do, draw a card and this gets +2. So normally, normally Phi decks run 1 Phoenix Flame. They put it in their yard before the game begins. there were some weird 5 builds that did run the full set, and they were running things like Spreading Flames and Phoenix Form and stuff like that. And this is the card that says, hey, you really don't want Phoenix Flame. You don't want to draw Phoenix Flame during the game. You would prefer all 3 of them to be in the graveyard, generally. And this is the way to do it. And I think...
Well, that's true. Even aside from that, even if you're just picking it up with your hero power to discard it, this is still so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is maybe the best card Fi has gotten out of this out of Pen so far without seeing the Majestics.
Yeah, you're right. You can just use your hero power, so you can like Ronin Renegade, attack with Searing Emberblade, play this,
respond to the attack
trigger, get the Phoenix Flame, discard the Phoenix Flame, draw a new card. That's your third chain link. Now you don't.
You've effectively done it.
You also get your Shuko here as well. But, well,
doesn't even mess up your Shuko because it's base 2.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, you convinced me. Good card. Yeah, probably like 4.5 at least. Yeah, this seems really, really strong.
Yeah. But also, yes, if you are doing extra Phoenix Flame stuff, then sure, extra synergy there.
Yeah. Okay, so this is now we have the Phoenix Bannerman cycle that all pays off this card. 4 feathers, 1 crown. 0 cost, 2 attack, 3 block. When this attacks, it gets +1 for each card with Phoenix Bannerman in its name in your graveyard. So this is up to a Lava Burst, but it starts off pretty bad as a Tenacity with no cards blocking.
Technically, it gets better than Lava Burst because it goes up to a 0 for 6.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you're right. I always think of Lava Burst coming in for 6 because of Shuko, but yeah. Yeah, fair. Yeah.
They're legendaries, so it seems bad to me.
Yeah. All right, so all of these, these are all legendaries. They search your deck for a Phoenix Flame, put it in your hand, and shuffle. And creates a Ponder, Vigor, Might, Agility. I don't know.
So, obviously you're only playing this if you're on a 2nd or 3rd Phoenix Flame. If you're trying to do shenanigans with Rise from the Ashes, and yes, maybe even go for Phoenix Form, which I'm sure people experiment with that now.
Yeah.
If you're doing that, the head one is obviously quite nice because the Ponder token plays itself, good to go. The legs one for the agility token isn't the worst because as a Draconic Ninja, you can sometimes be hard up for starters, so this lets you like open on the Emberblade as your starter on your next turn if you really need to. The other ones are kind of more speculative, and you would only you would be running them to get the Phoenix Flame if you like really need it.
Sure.
So I'll try out the deck because I think this sounds like a lot of fun. But
yeah, the 5 deck looks like it's radically different. Low. Yeah, could be really cool. I don't know why this is here in the main set, but yeah, Phoenix Flame, pretty good. All right, now we have left Uprising. We have moved to Part the Mistveil. So this is for new. Serpent's Kiss, 0 cost, blue, 1 power, mystic attack action, blocks 3, has stealth. When this attacks, create a Fang Strike or Slither in your hand. If you've transcended, create both. When this hits a hero, look at the top 2 cards of the deck, banish one of them. Banishing one of them normally gives you like a card draw or life or something. This is just working them towards fatigue.
Or setting something up for like her hero power to use at some point, but like seems a little low impact. Now it is a blue block 3, so it doesn't have to be that high. Gets your transcend going. As basically a 0 for 2 go again that does this. So like I could see her going for it, but I don't know how new and Sage really works. So I don't know enough to comment on this one.
Wax and Wane.
Get this card in mind for something in a minute, because I actually have a question that I want your opinion on for later.
Okay, sure. All right, Wax and Wane, 0 cost, Mystic Illusionist instant. Choose one or both. Put a +1 counter on target blue aura you control. So Waxing Spectre, Waning Spectre, stuff like that. Put a +1 counter on target aura with ward you control, aka the Spectral Shields. You know, tons and tons of Enigma cards. If you choose both, search your deck for an Inner Chi. Reveal it, shuffle, put it on the top of your deck. Are there any blue auras with ward? I think there are.
Well, there's the There are, but they're not particularly good. So you're talking more about like the Everfest blue auras, which are rares, right? So you could play them in Sage.
I think so, yes. So technically you don't need like 2 different auras. Maybe you can like hit both at the same time, which would be kind of cool. Search your deck for an
Yeah, you'd need
energy,
a
reveal it, shuffle. So this is like a fancy way of transcending, but not really transcending. This is like
So there were blue auras for sure, but they were for the most part like the ones that you would play were like the Majestics. So like obviously manifestations of Mirror Guy, but also Rage Spectre, I think was what it was, right?
Right. Okay.
So not for Sage.
Huh.
But searching for a Chi is interesting. So
I feel like this is a very above rate card. It's turning itself into a card that you desperately want as a Mystic Illusionist, and it has upside. This is basically like saying pitch a blue and get +2. This is like pitch a blue, create a potion of strength. I don't know. This seems kind of busted.
I don't think I quite follow that logic and agree with it, but yeah, it does seem strong. It does seem strong.
I don't know why I think this is strong, but I don't know. My spidey senses are tingling with this card here. All right, then we got the Zen card, Shapeless Form, 0 cost, 1 power, 2 block. Whenever you play an attack action card with Ephemeral, choose a name, it gets that chosen name. So
name your tiger.
You make your tigers into whatever you want. So does it get the chosen name in addition to the tiger? So you can kind
of. I believe that's what meant to be read. Gets as in gains. Yes. We might need to double check. A rules update on that, but I believe so.
Yep. All
right. My issue, my question about Zen in Sage has always been what combo lines is he playing towards that are like efficient enough for him to compete.
All right.
He has access to more of them with this, but I don't know if that lets him sort of get up there.
Okay, sure. Pen 265, we know this is not in the head slot because the greatest headpiece in the whole game was in that slot. Kimono of Layered Lessons, clipped, instant 3 chi. Turn this face up, put a +1 counter on this. At the start of your turn, destroy this. Okay. Do your class's thing, get 2 block out of it. Sure. Seems fine. Starting to see a pattern here in their design. 267, this is, something similar to Levels of Enlightenment, stuff like that. Recede to Mist Form. Choose X equipment with clipped you have equipped. Turn them face down.
So this is a wacky card. I don't think
this is a unique
cloaked equipment is generally quite good enough.
Synergizes with this card.
It does. Yeah. Although again, it costs you the chi to do that. Yeah. So there was another couple versions of these that like they just have a static block to them, and so if they broke the combat chain, you could like reblock with them for that turn, which is kind of cool. But they have to play into that a lot of the time. So are you really going to be running enough of those pieces for this to be worth it?
Like you need to be running 3 at the same time. Like if you
for some reason I thought this was 0 cost. No, this is never mind. X cost, not good.
If this was X1 or 2, this is like not even remotely good. Like this has to be 3. Yeah, and you have to have 3
as a 0 cost. I thought it was borderline. Like no.
Sure. All right, Fluid Motion. If you created a card this turn, this gets to go again.
Great starter for
Strike. Yeah, I mean all of them can create. Every one of the Mystic Heroes can create tokens. So cool.
They can, but for transcending, Zen and Enigmas are the one that can create something as part of that.
Sure. Okay. Wait. Okay, so this is just the bigger version of this. Sure. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Why not? Mistborn Protector. If you've created a card, It gets +1.
Kind of only Enigma would be creating cards on the opponent's turn, and it's a little awkward to make your Spectral Shield on their turn, especially in the defense reaction step where your attacking weapon is now vulnerable. So this one seems kind of iffy.
Yep. Bellowing Mist, 0 cost your next attack. This turn gets +1. The next time you create a card with Ephemeral, create that many +1. Cool design.
So this is what I don't know.
Yeah.
That Mystic Assassin card we saw before. If you're making both of them, do you get 2 of both of them? Because it's 1 trigger to make them, so I don't like.
That would be pretty good if it was the case. I'm not exactly sure. Huh.
Like
maybe
it's okay.
I don't know. Maybe somebody in chat has an idea. I don't know. All right, look within. Search your deck for a chi, reveal it, shuffle, and put it on the top. What? What?
Having chi is nice. I don't know that it's. It's hard to say that it's worth an entire card nice. Now this is blue block 3, so like the opportunity cost isn't that high. But
this all these Mystic cards so far. I'm like, is this like just the rejected draft ideas so far? Okay, Spreading Mist.
The first one, the 0 for 2 was good.
This one, yeah. Fluid Motion.
Yes, that was good.
But this would also be very good in Limited. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Spreading Mist. 0 cost. Your next attack gets go again. Same text. You create that many +1. I mean, is it go again just better than +1?
For the most part, yeah.
Seems like that. All right. Okay, 275. This is the Chaos equipment, so this is not the headpiece because not Schism. The hat that Arachne has is in that slot. Topsy Turvy, AB1 with upside. Destroy this until end of turn if one or more cards would be put on top of the deck instead they're put on bottom. Thought Arachne has a choice.
It might be bait, but yeah, there are times where that could be relevant.
I can't think of any, but AB1 with upside seems good. All right, Chaos Majestic, so something similar to Brody's card. I forgot the name of it. Spurlocked, something like that. All right, Descend into Madness. Banish a random card from the defending hero's hand. They draw a card.
It's a blue block 3. What do you want?
But this is so weird. This card seems so weird. It's hold on. This is wait. This is going card negative for them to go to card neutral. What?
Yep.
That doesn't sound good at all. I mean, sure.
But it's random, so you could get the card that they didn't want to block with. Their power card that they were willing to block.
I guess, sure. So far, the Chaos talent has seemed very memey. Concoct Disorder, 1 cost, 4 power, 3 block. When this attacks, each hero puts the top card of their deck face down into their arsenal. Okay, kind of like Schism of Chaos. If 2 or more cards are put into arsenals this way, this gets go again. 1 cost,
this one actually has
4 go again, 3 block. Yeah, that's good. Especially if you...
I think... Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
So I think if you're only getting yourself with this, and your deck is constructed in a way that you have like few to no bad ponders, so to speak.
Yep.
Then you could read this almost like a 1 for 4 that draws a card.
Yep.
Or like 1 for 4 that makes a ponder, which is not terrible. And as well, of course, if you're playing against a hero that has a lot of bad ponders, this can be funny, just like with Schism of Chaos. So that there is some potential here. That said, it's hard to imagine this making the cut over other cards a lot of the time.
Yep, I agree. Hyperinflation, 0 cost, 4 attack, 3 block. When this attacks, cards cost one more to play this turn. So D reacts, but also any follow-ups. It says cards. That includes your weapon. Huh.
Cards to play. So I think you can actually attack with your weapons just fine because you're not playing those.
Oh, yeah. Cards to play. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so I guess...
So you could do something like in Mario, play a bunch of dagger front pumps, then play this, and then follow with the dagger.
Yeah. Sure. Don't know if it's any good or not. All right, so we have left
I doubt it, but
that.
It's interesting.
And now we're at the final section. This is the Super Slam section. Tough Nut. 3... Jesus, I'm getting tired. 3 resources. Star, attack, 3 block. If you have less life than the other hero, than each other hero, this card's base is 6, otherwise it's 0.
Blue 6, blue 6, blue 6.
Yeah, blue 6, but just for Tough Nut. Sure. Seems great.
Yep.
Energy of the Audience, 3 for 6, blocks 3. If you have less life than each other heroes, this gets +1 for each aura of suspense. So this is obviously for Pallades. Well, as we've established in the last, as we established in the last 2 or 3 weeks, Pallades has no interest in auras of suspense.
There is like a more aggressive version of Pleiades that does play some kind of aura stuff, but even they wouldn't want this.
Yeah, maybe for Sage. Pen 287. This is the Revered Majestic. Comeback kicks. Whenever the crowd cheers you, if you have less life than the other hero, you may destroy this, gain an action point. Okay, so Battle Worn 1 with an extra action point.
I don't hate it.
My knowledge of Super Slam like cards is really bad, so I'm guessing there are obviously some attacks that cheer you, and this could allow you to go too wide. Tough Nut generally doesn't go too wide the best. I mean, sometimes he goes attack into rock, but you know. And then Pallades is generally doing one thing, so I'm not quite seeing what these are for, but.
So maybe. I think for the most part, this is going to be like attack that cheers you into maybe like a weapon attack would be the most consistent thing.
Yeah, cheer into a weapon attack seems the best.
Which is like not terrible for converting a hand.
Yep. Okay. So then we have the Revered Majestic. Emboldened by the crowd. If you've been cheered this turn, it costs 3 less to play. There are some equipment that cheers you on defense, so then you can play this for
it's the Revered Headpiece.
So this,
and you look at the rate on Tough Nut's cards sometimes, and you're just like, how is this hero not broken?
Yeah,
but he isn't, and I don't think this changes that.
I mean, the headpiece cheering you plus this could. I mean, this is a 1-card 6, dude. But it's on defense, so
it is.
Yeah,
he has other. CC, he's had other 1-card 6s.
Yeah, maybe Tough Nut is just secretly broken. We just don't know it yet. All right, Revered section now for the commons. Hulk up. 4 for 8, blocks 2. But it could cost 3. So if you are behind, you can send a 3 cost 8.
Yeah.
If you are ahead,
the real power of this card is that in Tough Nut, it's another blue 6.
Oh. Huh. Blue 6, yes, because of this version of it. Poor Reinhardt doesn't get many blue 6s. Hulk up. This sounds like a Reinhardt card to me. All right, Stadium Security, 3 for 7 to block. While this is in your arsenal, if you control the Toughness token, it gets ambushed. That's a pretty unique effect. This feels like a card that
Yeah,
they wanted to print in Super Slam, but they're like, nah, we'll just print it in the supplemental set. It's a cool
yeah,
effect. I
and
don't know if
even
it's super
so,
relevant though.
it's a 2 block out of Arsenal, which, like, if you're getting the other toughness tokens, but you were getting those value on other effects, so, like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah. All right. Reviled Brute.
Someone in the chat pointed out for the defense reaction a minute ago, yes, you can activate Toughness Hero ability on the opponent's turn in order to get cheered, probably potentially, and like get the cost reduction on it.
Yep.
The issue is, what are you doing with all those resources at that point on the opponent's turn?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of great things to do with it on top of like doing the defense reaction.
Yep. All right, we're getting close to the end now. Chain of Brutality, 0 cost, 2 power, 3 block. If this has 6 or more power, it gets go again. When this hits a hero, the next attack action card you play this turn has base 6. This is the most RKO card to ever RKO.
It's Reviled Brute, so it is him. So
yeah.
Here's the vision for this card, right?
Yeah.
You play this with your Tunic counter or your Vigor token. You send it up to 6, it hits, and then you follow up with the Mocking Blow, which is automatically getting set to 6. So you basically just did a 3-card 16 plus got yourself booed for the next turn, right?
Assuming that you're higher life, but yes. Yep.
Yeah, assuming you're higher life, right? Which, you're hitting them for 6. Surely you should be, right? Here's the issue. That's so very face up that this becomes a really easy block. And RKO, at least currently, does not play any attack reactions that work on Chain of Brutality. So, it's a really cool idea. The ceiling is there.
Double Razor Reflex.
I think it's just a little too face up and too awkward.
Yep.
Obviously, the gotcha with this is like Sigil of Solace is like the card you're holding instead of the Mocking Blow. So they block 6 on it. Usually, play Sigil of Solace, get 9'd.
Yep. Yeah, that's actually very interesting. Yeah. There's actually some mind games here that they don't have the attack to follow this up, which is actually interesting. Okay, yeah, I can see it. Potential, but
there's potential, but I feel it'll end up being a little too face up.
Yep. All right, so Reviled Guardian. This is for Lyeth. Walk in my shoes. 0 cost, 3 attack, 3 block. If this has power greater than its base, it has +1. Very easy with might tokens. When this deals 4 or more damage to a hero until end of turn, the base, power, and defensive attack action cards they control are halved. Rounded up. So basically, I mean, it's literally in the name, making all their stuff act like your stuff until the end of their next turn. So the defense of attack action cards doesn't matter as much.
Doesn't really matter. No.
Yeah, unless you somehow are going wide with Lyeth, which is kind of probably unlikely. But having the base of attack action cards, I mean, there was a Ranger card that saw some relevance. Not fatigue? Was it fatigue shot? I don't really remember. There was one.
Yeah, fatigue shot.
There was one that like halved the Guardian cards. They sometimes ran.
So it's a relevant on hit. It seems like a decent card. I'm not sure if it's better than the other crush cards in the slot we could be running. So
maybe
might be situation.
Yeah, this is a yellow instead of a red, so yeah, could be good there. Pen $2.99. Yep.
We're comparing it with like Short Shrift, which is crush discard a card, right? Which this could be more value than that into a ninja potentially,
yep.
But Short Shrift taking their card might be more relevant in another case. So it's
hard to say.
I don't know.
Pen $2.99. This is a Reviled Majestic. Line Crossers. This is the Reviled Arms. Blade Break 1. If you have the same life as a hero, it also counts as you having more life than them and them having less life than you. So 20 versus 20 normally is in your opponent's favor. Now 20 versus 20 is in your favor. Probably played. Yeah, probably played. Like the difference between having Sigil of Solace in your starting hand and not is like massive. and
Yeah.
this seems very playable. Now, granted, you are what Lyeth likes to do is like both reviled
I'm
heroes like
really
to
thinking
block
RKO
aggressive.
here, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. You're right. Both of them like to aggressively block with their armor to get into a position where they are higher life. So, yeah, much better for RKO, but probably still played in Lyeth. We'll see. Pen 301. This is the reviled majestic. 302 is Snarky Prick, 0 cost, 1 power, 3 block. When this attacks a hero, look at the top card of the deck. If it is red, destroy it, and this gets +4.
Another kind of Mocking Blow stat line kind of thing, but it's inconsistent.
Yes.
Because you do not have control over it. You need to randomly hit the right thing off the top, and also you don't get the extra boo effect, whatever that may be getting you.
Yep. So a little bit of variance injected into the game, but we'll see if that's
that could still be useful because it is an effective card for being a 0 for 5 in both Lyeth and RKO.
Yep. Mansense said that Line Crossers might make his CC list. It's like opening Sigil every game. Yeah. I mean, the difference between having Sigil in your opening hand and not is so big in those games. So
yeah, you're giving up a decent chunk of armor block for it, but it might be worth it.
Yeah.
Especially if you are. I don't know if you'd prefer to have that effect going on the play or the draw. I would assume on the draw, if you can assume you can block out everything your opponent does turn 0. But that might be case dependent.
Yeah. Insult to injury, 0 cost, 3 attack, 3 block. When this attacks a hero, if you have more life than them, this gets going. So this is kind of the win more card. I mean, traditionally going wide, it's a 3 block head jab, conditional head jab. I mean, going wide has never been the easiest thing.
It is interesting for RKO because any attack is threatened to jump up to 6.
Yep.
So if it already has go again, they don't know.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty well-designed card. It's one of those cards very similar to Chain of Brutality. You don't know if they're just pumping this or there's actually another attack coming. So, cool. Seems
now, with that said, the one that benefits from the pump the most is the blue one, which is pretty mopey if you're not pumping it. So there is that.
Yeah, interesting design. All right, the other reviled common, and I believe this is not quite, but almost the last card.
We got some generics, but yes.
Yeah. Bad Breath, 0 cost, reviled action, 2 block, intimidate. So not only our spoiler last season was for Lyeth. So now RKO also has access. Well, I guess as a brute he did, but you know what I mean. Intimidate target hero. The next time an attack you control hits this turn, create 3 might tokens. I mean, might tokens are very, very good for the reviled heroes. I don't know if they're going to be in love with a 2 block, but this is probably more of a Lyeth card if I had to guess. I don't know. I think this is one of those cards that it's just going to have to. We're just going to have to see. Probably a decent glue piece for Sage decks. Any thoughts on this?
I mean, it's to me it reads as a Lyeth card more than anything. And I don't like that the getting the 3 mites is conditional, but the intimidate helping it hits probably brings it back. It's just you can't use this really as part of a setup turn.
Wasn't there an intimidate card in Super Slam drafts that was like their finishing? I don't remember. I only played like 2 drafts of this, but there might be some like combo finish where you like intimidate several times and then kill them. So
you can do that. Again, obviously in that case, the 3 mites here doesn't matter if you're just killing them with the intimidate. But if in that case, you're probably setting up for this is CC, but you're doing like big bully, or not big bully. the 0 for 3 that you can like intimidate them 3 times.
Sure.
That thing.
Sure. Yep.
That was how you did it.
Yeah. That's the card I was talking about. Okay. All right. So now we have some reprints: Balance of Justice, Crown of Providence, Tunic, Stonewall Gauntlets, Quick Dodge Flexors. Sure. But then we have Pen 314. So this is another. Yeah. This is very likely a Majestic generic. So I can't remember the last Majestic generic. Majestic generic.
They're always there, right?
Majestic generic. No, like equipment.
Oh, equipment. Oh.
Yeah. All right, quick trivia question in chat. Name a Majestic equipment that is generic. So like Courage of Bladehold, but generic. Okay. Anyways, we have the cycle of generic equipment. If you control a gold, this gets +1. So temper 2 if you like gold. So not even Olympia. Olympia has this prize Galea. Gambler's gloves. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's the real answer. Yeah. Apparently a Heartened Crossstrap also had a Majestic printing at one point, but for like the true actual original printing, it's just Gambler's gloves.
Yeah, cool. All right, the next time you would draw a card from a gold token, instead draw 2 cards. So, but it costs you 2 resources. Okay, so, theoretically you have 1 extra resource from cracking the gold, 1 extra resources from this. Okay. I mean,
well, it doesn't quite work out that way because in order to activate this and activate your gold, you need to pitch 4 all at once.
That is true. Yeah, so you need a lot of cards for this to potentially give you an epot. We'll see.
That said, being a hat that blocks for 2 and then sort of functions like an extra gold could be useful for sure.
All right, we have Bunker Beard, but in chest form. You can add an action card from your arsenal to the active chain link as a defending card. No, I don't think you play Bunker Beard. I don't think you play Burnished Bunker Plate either. Unyielding Grip. If you have no cards in your hand, this gets +3. This is interesting. So you lay down your whole hand, you can block like 15, or maybe less than 15.
Tough nut card, baby.
Yeah, tough nut card.
I don't know. Like, there's maybe blocking 3 is for sure a very strong thing. We've gotten a decent chunk of just random temper 2 equipment though for different heroes. So I feel like there's a lot of people are actually going to have better options than this now.
Yeah, this is only like the only time I could see this being better is like when you're about to die to Reinar's Quad Intimidate. This lets you block 3 instead of 2 on that one turn. So all right, Unflinching Foothold, instant. Target attack loses and can't gain Dominate. Battle 1/1. So base the mountain, or not base the mountain.
Relevant. With the Azalea deck running around and Flattering Showman, this is actually kind of relevant sideboard tech potentially.
But you can't. Oh, you get the 1 block out of it, and then This could be the answer to Azalea. Like, oftentimes, being able to. I
don't think it's great, but
it could see some play. Yeah. All right, CNC E-Strike Shelter, sure. Pen. Okay, so this is the new. This is the new Majestics that are generic. This could be anything. These could be all the way from Warmongers level all the way down to. I want to crap on Poison the Well, but like really situational cards like that. So yeah, could be like Snag. Could be. Do you have any guesses for this?
Because they all have their day in the sun, right?
Yeah,
they all come around at some point.
If I had to guess, I feel like it's going to be a little bit more 2-for-6 disruption, but I don't know what. Like, kind of like Sensor, Erase Face, CNC, something like that. I think we're about due for another one of Weakest Link, something like that. I think we're due for another Weakest Link effect. But I don't know what type of effect it will be, but sure. Maybe on-hit item destruction.
Could be.
That is
or some graveyard hate we don't have at that stage yet.
Yep, definitely could be. All right, then we have this weird... Dude, I'm going to experiment with these cards because... Let me tell you about how much I freaking hate Frailty tokens, Andrew. So, Frailty tokens against Warrior say, oh, let me just, block for 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So, especially dual wield Warriors. Now, of note, this is Power Crept Come to Fight. Strictly better. Come to Fight is 1 cost, 3 block, generic action. It says your next attack action card. This just says your next attack. So, obviously, weapons, dragons, stuff like that. And then, Frailty tokens. I hate Frailty tokens. Codex of Frailty. Every single time Codex of Frailty is played against me, and I have 2 weapons, I just cry. Like, it's just so strong. So, like, I'm gonna be playing one.
You can try it out. It seems so hard for this to do what we want it to do, though.
I agree.
And the other one's obviously even more so because the tokens are even less consistent.
Yeah. Inertia tokens, sometimes you see this with Mario. Sometimes you trap doors into Inertia Trap. This one is probably the rarest, maybe Spreading Plague. This doesn't even destroy all of them, though. This just destroys one. But these are cool. I like these.
Yeah.
Ransack and Raise. I'm sorry, Andrew. I know you love your Library of Solana. It has now been turned into 2 gold. Yeah, I see you pouting.
2 gold for me. You get the gold.
2 gold for me. Yeah. And of course, us Bolton players, we would never stoop to playing Library of Solana, so we're safe there. All the other landmarks, we got Mistcloak Gully that costs 1. That's never seen. We got Deathmatch Arena. That's a meme and it costs 0. Crossroads.
Corsham. Someday Corsham.
I think that costs 2, but maybe it costs 1. Sure. Right now, this just says destroy target library, get 2 gold. That's what it says. Of note, this is the least. This is like no opportunity cost, basically. Blue block 3.
It's just the deck slots. And is this really what you're using as your Prism hate? Is this really your best Prism hate? Think about that.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you though. Like, I played against a guy. You know who you are, at Pro Tour London that had turn 0 library and also happened to have turn 0 library 3 other games. So that would be good against that type of player. So yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Destructive tendencies. 0 cost. Instant.
One.
Remove all counters from target item. So this is mainly mech. Remove all counters from target or token. This is mainly like Mystic Illusionist. And I can't. So maybe somebody in chat can help me here. I don't know.
Item token is actually very limited, right? You're not getting
Hyper Driver,
Cerebellum Processor, or any of that, or like the thing that really has like a bunch of counters would be like the Plasma mainline. You're not getting that.
The monkey.
The main like item tokens that have counters on them are going to be like the Hyperdriver tokens that Maximus.
And target aura tokens. That one's like, I mean, Enigma LL. So like, I don't know.
I think that's primarily going to be anti-Enigma.
Yep.
Technically, it's anti-Zen State too. You can like cut a turn off of that.
Yep. Sure.
But
You're right. This literally could remove the Zen State. Okay, yeah, sure. Pilfer the Tomb. choose one or both. 0 cost, generic instant. Banish target instant from an opponent hero's graveyard.
This one's also very hateful, and I don't like it.
What type of instances would you want to banish from a graveyard?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the Arclight Sentinel I was looping.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait.
Or the Figment that I was going to stick back on
Banish
top of my
target yellow
deck.
card from him. Oh, my goodness. Oh,
Yeah, you
no.
get...
This seems like hate.
Yeah, now...
Isn't this hate for, like...
This one's a little wider reaching.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it also hits Gravy. It can also... It actually can do some stuff into Acilio, too. So this one's wide-reaching enough that I think it could see some play. It just... The fact that both modes can really donk on a Prism is upsetting to me.
Yeah. Did that guy cheat? Well, you can go do the math and figure out the chance of opening turn 0 library 4 out of 5 games. All right. Banish target yellow card. I mean, yeah, sure. It seems good. It doesn't block, though, so you can't just stick this into every deck. But like Snag, Poison the Well, when it's needed, it's needed. Interesting.
Yep.
Shatter Sorcery. Speaking of more and more generic instant hate. Destroy target or permanent with Sigil. This is very anti-Acilio. Prevent the next one. Arcane damage will be dealt to target hero this turn. Destroying target or a permanent with Sigil in its name. So this is like you respond to them picking up Brilliance?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Or honestly, the rudest thing to do is if they close the chain to go and do like the Volzar on their Arcane, if you destroy the one Sigil they've got, maybe they don't have the resource to pay for Volzar.
Yeah, they're like, oh my. They have that Sigil. If you never deal arcane damage, it just stays on the board the whole time. And they're like, yeah, my Volzar is free for the whole game. It's like, no. Very, very cool. Okay. Yeah. All right. The final card. Oh no, it's more anti-Bolted hate. This is a 0 cost, 0 block D-react. When this defensive attack, it gets -3.
Lyeth can play it. Full value for him. Always nice to see.
Yep. He's a playboy here.
It kind of is frustrating. Now, it is a defense reaction, so Bolton can get around it still.
Yeah, you just have to activate your hero ability twice. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think if this was a 0 for 4, we would have raged. I think the community would have rioted. Like adding Shelter already, Sync Fate Shelter already like makes you go, I don't know, we're getting close to that threshold of like super defense consistency. As it is, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Any final thoughts on this?
There's like a dozen more cards to be revealed here. What are those?
This should be these should be Marvels, I believe, because remember they're going in. They're going in.
Yeah.
Rarity. So it's either these have to be Marvels because they released all the commons and rares. So these Pen 334 to 348 cannot be commons and rares. So these are Marvels. And then Antiquity Pack, we have a bunch of Marvels here. Theoretically, 11 to 38 will also just be probably Marvel versions of like all the stuff up here. And that rounds it out. Well, Andrew, I did not mean to keep you here for 4 hours, but we did it.
Yeah, it was
we did it. We did it.
All right. Well, we got all the Sage stuff out of the way, so people can start brewing with that for the calling at the world premiere.
Yep.
And we can start getting really hands-on because we're going to need to master this format before Pro Tour Yokohama.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And this is one of those formats that I feel like if a team breaks something, it's gonna be very broken. Because I feel like you can test this format much quicker than CC, because the games are just much quicker.
Sure.
And
20 life on that.
there are so many more heroes, and the format's fresh. So if a team breaks something, something's going to be very broken. So
Yep.
that'll be interesting.
Apparently, while we were talking, because we hit midnight Eastern, we actually got another. We got one of the generic Majestics spoiled.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so rock this one right here.
Yep.
3 cost, star attack, generic action attack, blocks 2. Okay. This card's power is equal to the highest base power of weapons you control. Oh, baby, baby. Well, first of all, this looks like a rock, rock card.
Yeah. But you know what that means this is?
Yeah.
It's a blue 6!
It's a blue
maybe.
6 for... Maybe for Tough Nut.
And actually, it's a blue 6 for not just for Tough Nut, though, for Levia as well, because she can run 6 power weapons as well.
Yep. Hexagore.
Hexagore, or even like Hellhammer if we don't like Hexagore.
Is this ever playable in Warrior?
What's the biggest Warrior weapon? Great Axe?
It's a grown Dawnblade.
Yeah, base power.
Oh no, I can't read, Andrew. Oh no. Okay, yeah, base power. This is literally. I mean, maybe Guardian. No, Guardians are better blues than this. Blue 7 popper? How is this a 7 popper?
Well, for Tough Nut, you're running Rock, 7 base.
Oh, Rock is 7. Yeah, you're right. I mean, okay, this is why they gave it to boosting Spend Dog, right? I mean, okay.
Yeah. So, okay, cool card.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see what other heroes and classes get large weapons in the future to maybe make use of this.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay.
All right.
Let's get out of here. Any final thoughts?
No. Looking forward to the Majestics. There's a lot of stuff still to see. But I just overall, this was not Dusk Till Dawn 2.0. The majority of things we saw were at least considerations for Silver Age, right?
Yeah. It seems like their design has gotten better over time, and there's a lot of like, if you do this, then you're gonna get above rate. If you don't, then it's gonna be a little bit below rate. A good focus into do your class or hero's thing, get a reward.
Yeah.
Most of the commons and rares do not cross over to CC, it seems, but like for example, the Phi card seems really cool. You know.
Yeah. Some of the Acilio stuff.
Some of the Acilio stuff. You know, a little bit here and there. We'll have to see if any of them are really, really, really powerful, but. Options. That is the name of the game. So yeah,
that's basically what we got here. We got a lot of interesting options. Whether they see play or not remains to be seen, but it doesn't feel like a bunch of duds.
Yep.
Which is nice.
Good job.
That's good.
Okay, guys. For those of you in chat, thanks for sticking it out with us for the last 4 hours. We will be back maybe after all the Majestics are out, and we might talk about those. We'll see. Because I think there'll be way, way, way fewer cards to talk about. I think the 59 Majestics, and we know some of them. So that's like probably 50 cards to talk about. So we'll probably do a video like that for the Warrior cards. I will be making Impact of videos once we have all of the set. I don't like to make Impact of videos unless they are expansion slot cards because context matters. Okay. All right. Anything else, Andrew?
All right. I'm out.
All right. Okay, guys. This has been Josh Lau and Andrew Cook with TheCardGuyz. Thank you so much for watching. Go brew some Silver Age. Lots of possibilities. All right. We'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.